Going on, everybody? Thought we'd have a fireside chat, but without the fire. So, welcome aboard. I hope you guys are having a killer Taco Tuesday. That's what today is. Days don't mean anything when they don't have to. It's weird when you work for yourself. Weekends don't matter. I don't have a week that ends. It's just try and survive. Anyways, hope you guys are doing swell. Yeah. Bro, what's up? Silo. I'm thinking about making this more of like a scheduled out thing. I'm thinking about maybe turning this into some sort of podcast, but I would still have to do it. I'd still have to do it on the channel, and then I could convert these to podcasts by just stripping the video, you know? What up, Avocado? Gucci Snack, good morning. Jamal, good morning. Ahmad, what's up? Avocado, dude. Bring the marshmallows. Everyone hit a thumbs up. Yeah, if you're here and you want to, that'd be great. You don't have to. Like, it's not a demand. It's just a request. How's it going, dude? Everything all right? Dude, I'm great. How are you? I was going to do this live stream a lot earlier, but then I got caught up in looking at camera stuff like I always do. I guess that's my thing. Murderva? Is that how you say that? What's up, dude? How are you? Hit me with them questions. Hit me with your concerns. Hit me with your... Actually, don't hit me. You can hug me if you like. Adia, what's up? No, I never knew that video I made yesterday about like LinkedIn being terrible. Everyone's like, LinkedIn's actually really great for me. I got jobs from recruiters. I'm like, okay, that doesn't detract from like anything about the platform. You can get plenty of other recruiters almost anywhere else. Would you say living in Utah is expensive? I mean, expensive is a perspective. Your cost of living, not really. If you want to go live in like Tooele, it'd probably be super cheap. You want to go live in like Layton, be super cheap. You want to live in Salt Lake City, obviously the cities are more expensive. How much money are you making? What do you want, a house? Do you want an apartment? I can't say. I think it's reasonable. I think living on the mountain is insane. There are like $700,000 houses there. Well, that's like nothing in California. Look, I know a guy in California, but we're not there. Anyways, I'm just ranting to myself. Now let's turn up this indie music. Dude, dating in Utah is so weird. Literally in one of the profile pictures on Hinge, it was like, we'll get along if, and then underneath it was, you recycle. And I'm like, oh my, there's so many hipsters here in Utah. Like, I've never seen more hipsters than in Utah. Okay, sorry. We need more corporate cringe. I know, there's always corporate cringe. You can't do it all the time. I don't want to be that, like, you know. How do you overcome feeling, yeah, so, I don't know. You just work through it. You guys are having the opportunity to chat with the CEO of Google, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft right now, so just, you should. Thanks for subscribing. Have a nice day. Dude, what up? Cedar City? Yeah, that's super cheap. Nobody lives there. Why doesn't somebody make a copy of Patreon with a lower fee on donations? Yeah, I mean, you can make it, right? But then you have to get all the content creators and all of their supporters to move to that platform, and that's a lot harder than creating the platform. Again, if you make a platform, your bottleneck is getting users. So you could make it. It could be a better product, but if you can't get people to use it, it don't matter. Is a computer science degree worth it? I wouldn't pay that kind of money. I'd just go to Lambda school. Patrick says, bring the fire. Dude, what up? I don't have a fireplace in my house. So I can't actually do it. Come visit Chicago. I want some of that deep dish. I've never had authentic deep dish pizza before. How many people have messaged you for jobs through LinkedIn? Oh my God. Oh my goodness, guys. Yesterday I posted my video to LinkedIn. I cross-posted it, and for the title I put, anybody looking for a job, I've recently come into some positions of power. Please let me know. And like 30 people just instantly, like, well, actually, I woke up and like 300 people added me to their network, and there's like 400 comments that are like, interested in job. And I'm like, did you not even watch the video that was attached below it? Let me show you this. It's such a joke. What OS you running? This is Windows. We'll get along if you're a Keanu. Jerry gets it. What do you think of Tesla? Oh, dude, Tesla's dope. How did this video get 10,000 views overnight? What? I've never got that many views on LinkedIn. That's a... Interesting. All right. Data entry jobs from home. Yeah, that's... I think those are kind of a meme. If you want to work from home, just teach English. With social... Jamal, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It depends. Depends on what do you mean. What car are you driving? I have a Juke, Nissan Juke, and a Jeep Wrangler, but I let my dad have the Juke, but he's not here, so I'm driving that around right now. Do you make enough cash to live on from YouTube? Barely. Would you consider an entry-level gig that offers you over 130K a good one in North Carolina? Entry level for 130K. That sounds too good to be true, to be honest. That doesn't seem real. But if it's legit, then yeah. Okay, here, look, let me show you this LinkedIn post. It's such a meme. It's such a giant joke. Nobody understood it. Oh, look, I'm not even on the right. I don't even have my... Okay, here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here. Why doesn't this save? All right, look. So I put up here, anyone looking for a job, let me know. I happen to come into some positions of power recently. This platform is a joke, right? And then I scroll down, and everyone, oh, this guy right here, he's like, before you judge the level of success for any company today, blah, 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 blah. And then he links his own post. And I'm like, is this just a way to shill your own post? Good work. Let me see. Interested for UI developer. Yes, I'm looking for a job. Interested in data analytics and business intelligence. Like, no one gets it. No one. Am looking for a job. Interested. Yes, interested. It's like no one actually read the last part. Everyone just saw. It's like those seagulls in Finding Nemo. The job, food. That's what it's like if you type in anyone looking for a job. Did you not even look? Like, this is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail for the video. You have to see this. How do you read the title and not see this picture below it and think something is a little bit off? I don't know. Kind of a joke. It's kind of funny. No, they're not trolling. Those are like legit, because look, I got like 100 people that added me that are like, hey, I saw your post about a job. Like, did you look at the rest of it? CEO at Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, and Google concurrently. Some dude was like, CEO of Facebook. Wait a minute now. How do you feel about Bottega? I don't feel any particular way about it. Dude, this music is so epic. I love it. Okay, you mentioned something about teaching English from home. How would you go about that? There's actually a bunch of different companies out there that let you teach English to people in other countries. A popular one is called VIP Kid. They teach English to children in China. They give you everything. You just have to be like, yeah, I speak English. I don't know if they require a degree or not. I think they might. But there's other English teaching companies where you can teach English to kids across the country. You have to wake up early. You got to do it on their time zone. But it's like $20 an hour. Just VIP Kid. That's one. I almost worked there, but then I got a job, so I stopped responding. If you guys want to work from home, there's lots of different ways to do it. Just hustle at home until you get a dev job. You don't have to do retail. You don't have to do, I'd personally drive Lyft or Uber before I worked retail for a job. like if I was looking for a job. That would be my like end all be all default. I would just drive, or I would Amazon deliver, or I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would probably teach people again. But anyways, what do you think of Tech Lead registering Clement's product's name domain for his own copy of? I have no idea. How do you make money now? I make money in lots of different ways. YouTube ad revenue. I don't really take sponsorships. My own website. I have courses that I don't talk about too much. You can go check them out if you want. Grind Real Academy. Working on my cover letter course. What else do I got? Donations. Affiliate links. Charge up the scooters, right? You can drive around town. You can collect those little scooters. You could take them home. You could charge them and they'll pay you for that. That's another way to do it. You can also fix them and they'll pay you for that too. Patreon, not really. I don't actually make that much from Patreon. It's like $100 a month. It's like nothing. I made the number private because I feel like people are like, oh, you must be making like $10,000. Like you're so greedy, but it's like $100. Teach people to code for $100 an hour. You could teach people to code for $100 an hour. I'm not gonna teach people to code. It's so boring. I did it for 2 years. I put my time in. I'm good. How's your family? Lively Lydia. Thanks for asking. My dad's currently in Georgia with my mom, and he'll be back later in the week. I keep messing with him. I'm like, I'll bring you back the 1st of March. He hates Georgia. He hates being there so much, just as much as me. You could have a mansion for me there, and I wouldn't go. I'm good. Found the channel, love the personal stories, your marriage or weight loss, discovering YouTube, deep cut. Well, thank you. Fireside Chat. Well, come pop a squat here. I have an extra chair. Normally my dad uses it. What are you working on currently? I'm working on making YouTube videos. Florida's, at least you have a nice, like nice beaches in Florida, you know? Is your credit score still ruined? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There was a lot of comments on that video about my family that were like, you were considering putting your family in jail for $5,000? No, it was more like $35,000. That was just one credit card that got maxed out that I talked about in the video. I also gave him a loan for $10,000 that he didn't pay back. I mean, there's like a bunch of other stuff that happened that ruined my credit. So like, that's my interest rate on my house is like almost 6%, which is almost unheard of. Like my financial credit is ruined for the next 7 years probably. And it's already been like 7 years, so. Are you still paying off? I saved up everything and I paid it off. But it doesn't matter because your credit score goes down just from having credit maxed out. Did you declare bankruptcy? No, I stuck it up and paid off. That's the only way to get your credit back. Bankruptcy, then you're super screwed. Are you emotionally attached to your parents? That's kind of a strange question. I think probably we probably all are, unless they did something absolutely terrible. I want to say thanks for recommending Unscripted. Book was amazing. Changed my perspective on a lot of stuff. The Martin Fee. Yeah, man, I think maybe the way I explain it, I think he does a better job in the book. That's why I recommend it. Took a gap year after college. How difficult will it be to find a job? Why does anybody need to know about your gap year? What year did you graduate? And then just add a year. Ever did anything with Unreal Engine? I made a pinball roll. My sister has a crush on you. Greetings from the U. What's she look like though? We got to get that out the way first. You have tinnitus. You wear headphones all the time. I wear headphones so that I can monitor the music and the noise for the stream. Anon. We can't answer religious questions, political questions, none of that stuff because it's divisive. I maybe some people will be like, oh yeah, right on, and then other people will be like, oh, that's stupid, you're dumb. That's too divisive. There's no. She's a 6 out of 10. That's not what I meant. But it's good that you have your own sister on a 1 to 10 scale, I guess. What is this like? Is she a stepsister? Is this like the hub? What are you talking about? The story about your family the other day was amazing, sad, and encouraging. You got to do what you got to do. I'm over it. You know, sometimes, like the loans on my car, the interest rate on those are insane. Interest rate on my house is insane. Any loan that I take, the interest rate is always insane because of it now. But you gotta do what you gotta do. This is great cubicle listening. Well, I hope I can put a smile on your face. I hope you have maybe a laugh. Have you considered joining Triple Byte? Yeah, I don't want to work in Seattle. I don't want to work in San Francisco, mainly because I don't want to put 95% of my salary to housing. Also, I don't want to build your dream. I want to build mine. That's the main thing. How do you stay mentally strong? I don't know. Maybe that's just what everyone sees it as. What's the other option? Give up, cry about it, be sad, get mad? What does that do? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Getting sad doesn't help. Getting mad doesn't help. Being, doesn't do anything. Am I, like, the one thing that I'm, like, kind of bitter about is corporate. But I think you guys can appreciate that. I like a good cry. Everybody has a good cry every now and then, but it doesn't actually help. Might remove some current stress. It's getting really bright in my room. I have to turn down the brightness on my camera, or the ISO. Sorry. There we go. Now we're looking more cinema. Probably a little too. Sorry. Sent you a diatribe on LinkedIn today. Check it out when you get a chance. I have a chance right now. It says kind of bitter. Has how many corporate... Look, I'm just a little bitter. Like, 1 out of 10 bitter. All that dynamic range. I was such a noob. With my camera. I was looking at old footage when I found that footage of, like, my grandpa. And, Dan, gotcha. Holy crap, this is a lot. Okay, yeah, I'll read this. I was such a noob. I thought ISO meant brightness on my camera when it's like sensor sensitivity to light, which creates a bunch of noise and static. I didn't know that. I was just like, let me turn up the brightness on my camera. And meanwhile, the picture like looks like there's, TV static all over. I was like, what up? I was such a noob. I do nothing. Daniel, what's good, man? How are you? Are you still going strong for, what is that? The triple N's? I cry a lot. I've had a few friends say it's not manly. Yo, bro, if your friends are saying it's not manly, please tell them to give the definition of manly. And then discover how that's all subjective and doesn't mean anything. I think one of my biggest fears when starting YouTube was what my friends thought about me and what my family would think about me, because they didn't know this is who I wanted to be. They just knew I was this quiet kid, but they never knew I wanted to be a filmmaker, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it. And so when I started posting Instagram clips of my videos, people would message me like, bro, that's not you. That's stupid. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, this is weird. And what do you value more, what your friends say or what you want to be? Are you rich? Like monetarily? No, I don't have $1 million. Don't have 6 figures in the bank account. You know what I mean? Like, not really. I have a little tiny house in Salt Lake City and make fun of corporate for a living. Wealthy internally, yes. What's your favorite movie? Oh man, I don't have one. It's so early, I know. Do you need an update for the 5 front-end websites you need? You have an update? 5 front-end websites. Not really. They're still pretty decent. Do what makes you happy. Nah, I don't know about all that. Sometimes there's a trade-off if you have bills to pay. I want to do what makes me happy. All right, well, let me just never make a YouTube video again and just fly around in my bush plane and do whatever I want and just play video and like do nothing productive. That's happy, right? Like, this is fun too. There's a little bit of a trade-off. Have you sorted out your credit rating now? Nope, still garbage. but I'm working on it. That's all I can do, right? A lot of it has to do with time. Did you live in Salt Lake City while learning the code? Yeah, I went to Dev Mountain part-time in downtown. How do you like this new wide-angle lens, by the way? Most of the time I'm using this lens here. This is my... It's a lot more of a zoom, you would say. But just testing some stuff out. You play pub? Nah. I've been playing Modern Warfare, but Modern Warfare is now Call of Claymore, Call of Riot Shield, Call of Laser Tag is what you could call it. So I was thinking about making a video on how garbage that game is. Just a cluster. Lens is nice, we can see more of you. The problem is the lens doesn't have a zoom. Like, okay, never mind. It doesn't have like a focus, like long range focus. It doesn't work. I have to zoom in a little bit. But it's not made for my camera, so. Anyways. Get yourself a Piper Cub. That is the plan, but I need to. Apex Legend is good. I don't like it. I don't like Apex. Where is Pat, who apparently sold his company? Okay, must be the most fiscally irresponsible company. Why are you being mean? You don't need to be mean. He's a good dude. Games are a waste of time. Go learn code. I think it depends. I think if you've done everything you can do, games are fine, right? You want to spend your free time because it's actually free and you're not thinking about what you should be doing. That was the problem. That's a problem for me and most people. We end up playing video games when in the back of our heads we know we should be doing something else. But if you don't have those thoughts, I should be doing something else, then yeah, play the games. How can you love your parents? Can't you see the relation, what your parents did, and your failed possibility to defend it? It's bygones, man. Water under the bridge, my dude. Bought some shares. The new Postal will be fun. Dude, I haven't heard of that game forever. I had 236,520 3v3 arena games. Wow, if I used that time to learn code, I wondered. So you're starting this off with a fallacy, my man. Just because you have a bunch of time to play video games, or you spend a bunch of time playing video games, doesn't mean you are in the mental space to be able to learn code. It takes a certain amount of focus, and sometimes people play games when they're not focused to relax. Okay? Some people just like questing on WoW. It doesn't take the same kind of focus to learn code. You just assume that everyone's in the right headspace all the time to be able to learn. It doesn't. Just for starting YouTube? What kind of tips? Index fund. They have a low return rate. You either need a bunch of money to put into it or a lot of time. Which is better, Unreal or Unity? There is no better. It's too subjective of a question. There's no spec sheet for each one that says this is better. Depends on what you want. It will be better in some areas. And, you know, I'm the CEO of Joshua Fluke YouTube channel. That's cool, man. I'm the CEO of Apple, so we're the most profitable company in the world, you know? That's fine. Your videos are really entertaining, and I love the transparency. Keep working hard. I hope you blow up someday. That's not polite. I don't want to explode. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, man. We'll get there one day. Is information overload a thing? What's an option to push past? There's not. You can call yourself, I hustle for 16 hours a day. Okay, well, your brain has a limit, and it's like a sponge, and once the sponge is saturated with water, you can't get any more in there, and you just have to let it out. Like, you gotta take a break. That's how it works. That's scientifically how your brain works. Your brain is processing information when you're not thinking about it subconsciously. Why aren't you? Oh, sorry, Eric. My bad. Yeah, I've been practicing my real, my fake voice of sounding like a regular bro for quite some time now. But typically, this is how I actually talk. You're right, Eric. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Infrastructure engineer, design, maintain VMware clusters. That sounds fun. I guess I don't really know what it does. watching your videos while sending CVs just to keep myself going. It's just a numbers game. Y'all want to see a picture? I'm gonna make a video of this. Hold on. I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna show you. Well, these aren't all of them, but these are most of the companies. There are a lot of companies that I applied to that I could find that declined me when I was almost homeless. I think most of them aren't even in business anymore. Right here. I remember thinking to myself, I have 6 weeks left of money before I'm homeless. These are people that declined me for no reason. These are people that declined me after an interview. And these are people who just straight up ghosted me. And this is when I had 2 years experience. So when you're looking for your first job and you're like, oh, I applied to 10 companies, I'm so sad. Get out of here. This is what it looks like. This is what the job hunt looks like with 2 years experience. Just ghosted, mostly. And then I got my last job. Yeah. Just a numbers game. That's from 2017. I remember thinking to myself, I'm going to roast every single one of these companies when I'm big someday and I don't need them. For them declining me and telling me no. You know, I was so mad that they were going to... Basically, they had the opportunity to make sure that I wasn't homeless, and they told me no, which made me really, really bitter. But I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today if I was working for these companies. So, it is what it is. You know, it was the best thing that never happened. The Doist is great. It's alright, I guess. I have a pen and paper. That works fine. Let's see. Second year of university. We have lots of useless subjects. Makes me think I should have picked a better uni. Nah, bro, they're all the same. They all teach silly stuff. I did end up getting a job, you know. So, Daniel, sorry for... I didn't see the 10. I saw it, but thank you so much for the 10. Sorry about that. I don't know why. I just... Rodney, thanks, man. How much experience you have in programming? I don't know. Enough? I don't know. Define experience. Thinking about it, typing on my keyboard, pushing stuff to Git. Like, what is experience in programming? I wish there was an alternate universe viewer. What are you doing, Watch? Why are you listening to me? How to get an internship? You don't. You don't want one of those, trust me. We had a similar history in regards to doing well and then having your parents show up. Yep. I mean, that's what it is, though. You know, it's bygones. It's water under the bridge. Sometimes I give my dad crap about it. Not in a mean way, though. I just... You know, it happened. We can't ignore it. But we joke about it because that's all we can do. We can't change it. Oh yeah, that feel when you're in university or when you get your first job out of university and you're like, well, if I can't find a job, I'll just move back in with mom and dad. That doesn't work. I don't have that. If I fail, if I run out of money, I go homeless. I lose everything. I have nowhere to go here in Salt Lake City. But I'm sure I could probably be like, hey, YouTube, can I live on somebody's couch? Hopefully I have enough skills so that wouldn't happen, but I don't know. Weird questions. Data science to software, trying to decide between taking the job gap with coding bootcamp. Okay, the coding bootcamp job gap is nothing. It doesn't matter. That's fine. I want to hear a back and forth with Josh and some successful up-and-coming entrepreneurs. I think I would. That'd be a fun conversation to have. As long as they're not the fake entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs that have zero, like this guy that I put in my video yesterday just for a glimpse in time, but like, imagine being this when you grow up. Couch surf money here. Eric, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Look. Imagine having this in your education and like literally believing it. The university of life. The lessons we should have learned in school but didn't. Communication, human behavior, financial intelligence, the psychology of investing, marketing, etc. Grades are an illusion. Meanwhile, down here, high school diploma, 3.42 GPA. Like, this is one of the fake entrepreneurs. Well, I can't say fake. Entrepreneurs just hustle, right? But like, this is one that has zero experience in doing anything in making a business. And, you know, look, bachelor's degree, marketing, grades are an illusion. What happens in 2026? We don't know what happens in 2026 to the University of Life, but it's LinkedIn, right? You can make up your own universities. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? Oh, but wait, let's look at his work history. Let's look at his work history to see if he has any idea of how to run a business or help businesses. Let's take a look. Oh, you were a server. Cool, respectable job. Affiliate. Oh, okay. Multi-level marketing. Oh, affiliate. More multi-level marketing. Affiliate. More multi-level marketing. Let's see what we got. Oh, contributor from Thrive Global. Thrive Global is one of the top MLM scams in the whole world, basically. So that says a lot about his work history, that you are contributing to multi-level marketing. I would just dismiss. Yeah. Anyways, so now he has a podcast called Growth Mindset University, which he has interviewed here. I'd like you to take a good look and see if you recognize this name, males of the audience. Do you recognize this name? Interviewed this chick about a business, and I'm pretty sure the only reason that anyone looks up this name is not to learn about business. Just saying. If you Google that at work, just make sure your boss is not around, okay? Anyways, he has interviewed some amazing people, and so this is one person. He's like, I can respect the hustle, but literally zero history in working, zero history in doing anything, zero, like he hasn't done anything to prove his ability to be able to do some stuff for you. So these are the people I wouldn't want to interview with, or I would, and I would just roast them. You need experience before you can become meta like this. Did he just put a porn? I can't. I said it. Yeah. Basically, he has some adult film stars in here that he has interviewed for business advice. I'm not. Maybe she does. Maybe she's a great business owner. I can't detract from that. It doesn't really matter. All I'm saying is the only reason I look up this name is not for business advice. That's all I'm saying. Okay. You have personal beef with this dude? A lot of his videos get pushed into my feed, and I like to laugh at them. But no, I don't have any personal beef. I think it's just interesting. Look. Imagine how pretentious you have to be to put like no phone calls, please. Where's it at? Can I be on your show? He has Q&A. Do people like? I don't imagine anyone ever asking these questions. Can I stalk you on social media? Why would you? No one's gonna ask that. Great. Do you read emails from the account posted on YouTube's about? Yes. Kenny, why? Eric, instead of the resume, yeah, sure. It's 2 out of 10, and we're talking inches. What live streaming software are you using? I'm using OBS, Streamlabs. University of Life, grades are an illusion. Why would anyone take you serious? Like, just say that I don't believe grades reflect my ability to be able to work and make money. Why would you say grades are an illusion? Like, come on, man. Are you 10? Hey, man, learning code doesn't make me feel smart. Should I quit? with the tutorials and start doing something else? I mean, do the tutorials and make the projects and then remake the projects and then make your own version of the project, and that's it. Because he's poetic, duh. True. True. Anything about AI developing? Nope. Josh Fluke, president of the University of Life, TM. We just got bought out by Strayer University and DeVry, so you know we're legit. What up? What up, Nej? I decided to live a relaxed life working a simple job, and I have to say it feels so much better. I still watch you, though, because you're awesome. Well, thanks, Fry. Appreciate that. That's what it's all about. If you're happy, that's what it's all about. I just think code is it's a good skill to learn, because there's a lot of jobs for it, and then you could do your own thing with it. Any tips for a bachelor thesis? I'm not sure what to tell companies when asking them if I can do a thesis with them. Why are you asking? Why are you asking like that? Just say, I'd like to do a bachelor's thesis with you and it would help you improve blah, 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 blah. Like, don't be like, is it okay if I do a bachelor's? Just say, I have an idea to improve your company. It's for my bachelor's thesis. Do you think it would be okay? Like, you don't have to play defense like that. Just go on the offensive with the question, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I think it's smarter to learn back end, apply for full stack instead of front end. You can learn back end, you can learn front end, and you can apply for full stack. It doesn't matter. You're going to be doing one more than the other. I have yet to ever see a full stack job that's not actually front end or back end. More. Are you an MVP in some technology? Well, what makes you an MVP? Have you ever grown a garden? Yeah. Your thoughts on Dan Locke? He knows how to sell. His books are okay. I've never been to his events. What was your bachelor's thesis about? It was about optimizing. So they used forklifts to move food in a factory, and I was like, here, let me make you a conveyor belt. I made a conveyor belt process. You make apps because that makes a lot of money? No, apps don't make a lot of money. Apps only make money if you can sell your app or get people to download it and watch your ads. Again, how are you going to get people to do either of those? And also, you need a good idea for an app. I don't have that. What projects do you consider enough to say I have knowledge to switch to framework React? I'm not sure. What projects? It doesn't matter what the project is. Just make some CRUD application, and you should be good. That's like literally every web dev project is a CRUD. Database, front end, log in, log out, push data, pull data. Maybe streaming or something. I don't know. Most applications that you have on a portfolio are CRUD, because that's how you would link it to them so that they can look at it, right? Clarice, you have a good day too. How do I politely tell my boss I think his wife is hot? Why do you need to tell your boss? Why not just cut the middleman, so to speak? There you go. Problem solved. Look up his Facebook. Add the wife, slide in the DMs. What if I don't know much about the company I'm asking to do the thesis with? But you should probably research the company a little bit so that you can seem knowledgeable. What's your life plan now? Are you in any processes considering moving to New York, San Francisco? Nope, don't want to live in New York. Don't want to live in San Francisco. I'm totally good. Are you applying to jobs in Utah? And I don't want to work a job. I want to work for Josh. You know the same guy that's hiring you was getting told, why don't you look for a job? At some point in his life. And that's what people tell me. Well, just get a job. Okay. Tell that to the guy you work for. Can we have an apartment tour? I don't have an apartment. I have a house. And you have a tour? No. Would be awesome to see Josh found a new platform for contracting web devs and IT without the yeah. Yeah, Jerry gets it. 100%. Are you sponsored by Blender? No. I'm not. How are you guys? You guys got big plans for the week? It's only Tuesday. But I know we're all thinking about Friday. Well, when it was Monday, I was thinking about Friday. When it was Tuesday, I was thinking about Friday. When it was Wednesday, I was thinking about Friday. When it was Thursday, I'm like, oh, tomorrow's Friday. And then when it was Friday, I was like, oh, I gotta go back to work on Monday already. Do you wear lenses? Yeah, I have contacts. I'm pretty blind. Because of bottle placement. It's a Blender bottle, but I'm not sponsored by them, no. Yoansu. No, it wasn't Yoansu, it was Lapinranta. House tours is just asking for obsessive fans. Pretty much. Also, I can't move my camera further than the cord that hooks into my monitor on top will go, so. Jan made 10 billion from one app. WhatsApp. Oh, great. Good for him. Any aspect of machine learning where there's no research done? I have no idea. Give some life advice. Okay, if it's out of your control, don't worry about it. And if you can do something about it, do what you can and keep moving. That's my life advice. That's Stoicism 101. Don't be a victim. Don't play the victim. If it happens to you, it sucks. It's your job to deal with it, because what's the other option? To just be mad? I don't know. Obviously, you can be bitter for a few minutes, but then realize it's not going to do much. What's your goal for this month? I don't have one. That's how I operate. I don't have a monthly goal. I have daily goals because I think those are more achievable. My daily goal is to produce content, and my monthly goal is, I don't know, thinking about taking my dad to play airsoft. That'd be fun. I might deck him out, get him something for Christmas or something. Make a video about it. I don't know. Is your ad revenue only views? I don't really know. We need more music. Why do you think LinkedIn is trash? Did you watch the video? Not trying to be rude. Just saying. Are you doing full-time YouTube vlogging? I don't vlog. I just make videos. I don't have good cameras to vlog because the cameras I have don't have very good autofocus. This one here doesn't have autofocus at all. Continuous autofocus. I don't really vlog, but I do YouTube, yeah. Are you learning something new right now? I'm always learning something. What am I? Probably like maybe color grading. What's your age? I'm 13. I'm just big for my age. What's a quick way to make some money that works? Quick way to make some money. You got to think about it. If it's a quick way to make money, does it have a really high barrier to entry? Do you want quick and easy way to make money? Then you got your street corner, your pockets, and little Ziploc bags. Okay. But you know, do you want quick and easy, or do you want quick money that has a difficult barrier to entry? Like, it's just there's no real quick money that's legitimate that has an easy way to get it. Has like a low, but like there's quick with a high barrier to entry, and there's quick with a low barrier to entry, which is probably not legit. When you work for someone else, did you ever have a good mentor? Did you teach yourself the majority stuff? Now, I never had a mentor. My bosses were trash, and they said that they never had time for me if I had questions. What else? Yeah, that was about it. I was like, hey, I got a question. They're like, oh, I'm busy right now. And then they get all mad when they be like, Josh, what are you doing? I said I had a question. I'm stuck. Why can't you figure it out? I've been trying, but I asked for help. Well, it's taking too long. Okay, but do you want to go through this circle, my dude? How'd you deal with crappy bosses when you were still working to make a living without an alternative? I always had an alternative. I always had a side hustle, and I would recommend the same for you guys. Always have a side hustle of some sort. Always be applying to jobs. At least that way you're not totally done. There's not a big spider on my chair. Thank you for telling me I've been inactive for almost an hour. Thank you. Do you consider a laptop or PC for a student? I mean, it makes more sense for a laptop because you could take it with you, right? How would you say engineering school differs from engineering work? Do you like PowerPoints? How do you like writing documents in Microsoft Word? Do you like Excel sheets and making tables? That's it. That's what you're gonna do. You and Tech Lead should start a business together. I don't think he'd want to. He likes doing his own thing. You don't know what a help you've been to me, and I hope many others stuck in a rut. Look, stop with the bicep. Oh, with the bicep flex. What are you talking about? There's no flex. There's no flex. This is default. I hope. I don't know. I'm not sure why everyone shows up here, to be honest. But I just hope that we can interact and have some smiles and some laughs, and I can answer some questions. I enjoy this. I don't get anything out of this. I get the donations, which I'm very appreciative of, but I don't get YouTube subs from this. Doesn't do anything. Show off. If that's the default, then flex. So this is the default, right? Oh. Here's the default, right? Default. You can't really see. You gotta go this way. There's the default. Flex. Fine, I guess. Enough. Gets the job done. Has the bicep veins. Okay. You think 1 year is enough to be self-taught? Yeah, 1 year's plenty. Sharp, please. Why do you think the universe exists? I don't know. And if I said any reason, I'd just be talking out of my butt. I have 10 years web dev experience battling to find clients in South Africa. Any suggestions? Why only look for clients in South Africa if you have the internet and you're a freelance web developer? Or leverage the internet to find clients in places elsewhere, like the US. It's going to be hard because they're going to be like, oh, you're in South Africa? That seems a little shady. I don't know how you're going to diffuse that, but that's what first thing that comes to mind. You have tiny arms, bro. You need to do more with your forearm. I have small wrists, okay? No, that's genetic, all right? Tiny wrist gang, T-Rex gang, you know? If a 6 foot guy weighing 110 pounds wants to acquire a body like you, how much time would it take? You're going to have to start eating. Because I weigh 178 pounds last time I checked. Sounds like excuses. Please give me exercises to make my wrist thicker, but that doesn't have to do with Rachel Starr, okay? Little baby hands. Look, I actually don't have baby hands. I have pretty big hands. I just have tiny little wrists. Go rock climbing. I do. I missed anything? Just went to a job fair and it was packed with corporate cringe. It's a job fair. It's a worker bee fair. Well, that's what they should call it. Please do podcasts with developers. That sounds mind-numbing.
Alright guys, welcome. Hold on, wait a minute. Alright guys, welcome to the podcast where we talk about frameworks and everything that you need to learn how to solve this problem. So we're going to talk about the newest piece of framework that came out with PHP, and we're also going to talk about the newest piece of
See, look at the views dropping. You see how everyone's leaving right now? That's why you don't do podcasts about code, because it's mind-numbing. Okay. I would actually watch it. I mean, you'd watch it because it's me, maybe, right? But there's plenty of other podcasts out there. You have the same name with Fluke multimeters. That's true. Too bad we're not related. Dude, I'd be loaded. Okay, bye. Stop it. How do I sell myself in a good way without BSing? You just sell yourself and just say, hey, can I get your business card? And then you call them. It's your, I mean, skip the job fair if you can. The only reason that you need to go to the job fair is to get their contact information so that you can skip HR. Always skip HR if you can. Nepcros. What do you think about personal projects as portfolio to get in a junior position? Why would you look for a junior position? Look for software developer position. Title. Okay, look, like let's go back like 30 years. You have apprentice and like expert and master, right? And junior. Like you have all that stuff 30 years ago. But now that doesn't actually reflect your skill level. I mean, it kind of does, but it reflects how much the company's going to pay you based on a title is really what that means. It doesn't hold the same, like, you know, if you're a master machinist, you've done this many amount of parts, you have this many amount of hours, but in software development, hours don't matter like that. It doesn't, you can sit in a cubicle for hours and tell yourself you're looking at Stack Overflow. Does that make you more experienced? Does that give you better skills? It's harder, you know, it's not as tangible. The only reason that title exists is just to pay you that title. So you think you can go for a non-junior position? I don't think junior, okay, look. You have a lower skill level is what I would say, but why? That's what it is. You have a lower skill level, but what is junior? So let's say you're a React and Node.js developer and you have 2 years experience or 3 years experience, and then you go and you apply to like some job that's PHP and Ruby. Like you're a junior with those technologies, right? That's what you're a junior in that, but you're not really a junior anymore in the other technologies. So you see how that. Look for something with software developer. All of my jobs, they never said, well, the last job I had was senior front-end developer. I'm like, bro, I'm not senior by skill level. No, 100%. Well, yeah, that's what we're going to call you because you're the only one. I was like, sounds good. You could take a junior role. Sometimes a job is a job, but just don't go looking for that and thinking that that's the only thing that you're qualified for, because that's what you and almost 99% of other people are doing. And then that's why there's like, all the junior jobs are so saturated. Duh. Of course. Because everyone thinks that's all they can apply for, or if it has the words entry level, of course. You can apply for anything. Always apply for everything. You remember any old projects you needed to work on? Yeah, of course. I'm just not allowed to talk about them. I don't want to get sued. You study engineering, but why did you choose software? Because I wanted to work remote, and you can't work remote as a mechanical engineer. I'm a senior with 4 years experience. I told them I'm not senior. They didn't care. I mean, I was already making the salary. I didn't care. Whatever. I just put it on my LinkedIn. It looks nice. Because it matters, right? Have you ever met anyone who makes a living from online tools projects? Would it be as hard as decent as Node.js? I've never met anyone. Yeah, apply for anything. If you want, you can just be the CEO of Google like me. What's the streaming software? I use OBS, Streamlabs version 0.18.5. Thoughts on meditations? Stoicism is bae. That book's a little hard to read. I like The Daily Stoic or anything by Ryan Holiday, really. Guide to a Good Life is good. Did you learn both front-end and back-end skills? I guess so. I mean, I learned some of each, enough to get the job done. That's how I work. Like, I'm not going to sit here and learn all of PHP when my job is Node.js. I'm not going to sit here and learn Node.js when my job is Ruby on Rails. Like, I learned the skills. I learned the concepts, and then it's just boiling down the syntax to work for those concepts. Is it worth it for me to learn C# as a front-end developer? You're going to be doing .NET ASPX files. That's about it. Which is just a HTML file with C# in it. Recommend some books. Unscripted by MJ DeMarco is good. What games do you play? I've been playing Modern Warfare. Sometimes I play Destiny 2. But I don't grind Destiny 2 or anything like that. Just a Crucible. Jump in, jump out. Other than that, not a whole lot. You're tired of the same questions every day? I mean, AJ, if you're here every day, then they're the same questions to you too. But for a lot of people, it's their first time in a live stream, and this is like make or break for them. What is a good dev salary? How much do you need to live? How much do you think you're worth? Gleb, what's up, dude? Any wacky diets you've tried before? No. Usually I do my research. I do keto. Some people think that's nuts. I don't do it right now, but I've done it. What are you doing, a Halo meetup with your subs? Well, can we get Halo Infinite first? Need to see if it's worth the time. I wrote a script for Python that outputs Hello World. Am I ready? Yeah, dude. Apply right now. Senior job's only 200k plus. Would you accept a 200k dev job right now if you were offered? No. I don't want a job. It goes against the premise of me building your dream. I will take less money and more time to build my own dreams than more money and no time to build someone else's dream that he will eventually sell, lay me off, and go retire on his yacht. It just goes against the principle for me. That's all. Hey Josh, want to give you a shout out. The cover letter helped me land my first remote dev job. Dude, Connor, that's the way. Dude, they work. The cover letters work. I got to finish the video course on how to make it, but... That sounded woke. Do you want to retire on a yacht? No, I don't. I don't want a yacht. I prefer a private jet, thanks. But I don't want to run that kind of organization. I don't want to hire a bunch of people and manage a bunch of people. That's not... I will take, again, slower growth to do it myself because I like it. What do you think of kombucha? I think it's supposed to be good for you, right? But it tastes disgusting. 100 applications before, nothing. Did your tweaks, boom, job, baby. Connor, that's the way to go. Good work, man. Let me hit you with some Keanu's. I'm sorry about that. What is IIT? I know the movie It. Congratulations, my dude. Gabor, why? Try watermelon synergy one. Everything, I just drink water and take vitamins. What's your microbiome, Josh? It's okay. I just eat Taco Bell to clear that out. Do you know if Amazon well their workers? I don't know what that means. You think you mean treat them well? I mean, that's opinionated. I've heard that it's not that great. Do you take vitamins? I take magnesium, zinc. Multivitamins don't do a whole lot. Are you doing No Shave November? No, I just look homeless. Best programming language? Whatever gets the job done. Blockchain is good. Cryptos come and go all day. Any certain foods besides caffeine? That feel when caffeine is a food because you're a programmer? You like PHP? If it gets the job done. No Nut November? Yup. I'm having trouble with a website for a client's iPhone, but it's running fine on Chrome DevTools for iPhone. Any idea? Yep, that happened to me at work. The Chrome DevTools isn't reflective of how it actually functions. It's most likely something to do with Bootstrap. iPhones and Apple products don't like Bootstrap. I had this exact problem. Look into your Bootstrap rows. Most likely it. Have you bought Chainlink? Nah. How about NNN? Oh yeah, that of course. Duh. I mean, I don't do No Nut November. I just do No Nut all year, except for with the honeys. Why would I want to do it myself? That's lame. You think you're introverted? I think I can be a bit of both. Calling up Rachel Starr. Oof. I guess I should get in contact with this guy. He knows Rachel Starr. For an interview, of course. Just an interview. There'll be a black leather couch in the background. It's just an interview. Don't worry about it. The whole entire video would just be a blur, and you'd see shapes moving. Okay. Who is that? Just Google it. Ever tried to make games? I made a game on Unity once. It's on the App Store. You can go play it, but I recommend you don't. God, why is this stream so adult? Well, I hope you guys had some laughs. I try to, like, this is my whole strategy, is I try to play. I know that everyone my age is like a memer, right? They like to have a good laugh, a good joke, but I can't go too far on the adult. But I do toss a little bit over there sometimes, because I think that's my humor. I think it's like Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, etc., etc. Can you dance? No. I don't have a subreddit. Is there money to be made with mobile games? Why don't you still build and publish games? Okay, TW, there's a major glaring issue. I don't have any ideas for games. Okay? And number 2, I don't want to spend the time to build the game when I know I could be doing other things that are more profitable. And then number 3, how am I going to get people to download my game, and how am I going to market it? Well, I could use my brand and be like, hey guys, go download it, which would work, but there's still no guarantee. I mean, there's money to be made if you can get people to buy it or download it in anything on the App Store. But that's the problem. If you don't have a brand, if you don't have a way to reach people, then you have to pay for that, and then you're hoping that you don't end up paying more for ads and marketing than you do on the return of making money from people downloading your games. Okay. There's no guarantee on anything in life. Update. How is your dad? My dad is in Georgia right now. I keep joking with him. I'm like, I'm gonna keep you there. I'm just not gonna bring you back.
You better. I don't want to be here.
Okay. All right, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Why do you keep calling me that?
You're a boomer.
What does that mean?
See, this is why you're a boomer.
Well, no, what is that?
Death is guaranteed. Smiley face. Okay, look, I said nothing in life is guaranteed. Like applying life, applying living. Okay, right?
Okay, boomer.
Death taxes and the Brexit extension. You got me there. Taxes are guaranteed. I mean, you don't have to pay them. It's just, it will not be good for you if you don't. I don't 420. No. What are your thoughts on freelancer sites like Fiverr? It's not a freelancing website. Fiverr is not a freelancing website, really. Well, Fiverr is kind of, but Upwork's not. Have you been to Mexico? Si. I went. Do you think it's possible to get hired to work in the USA with the current policy of I mean, you just have to do it the same way that it's always been. The H-1B visa, you need a degree. If they run out of H-1B visas, you gotta apply for the lottery. Are you not gonna get married again? Why do I need to? What do I get out of it? I can't even be with myself sometimes, you know, and I'm supposed to promise somebody else I'll be with them forever, no matter how much of a bee they're being, you know? Like, no, that sounds crazy. How about I wake up every day and make a decision to still be here, and then if it doesn't work and you start getting crazy and there's nothing I can do about it, you can't take half my stuff, okay, bye. But no more about marriage, please. Explain Upwork, not a freelance site. Upwork is a contract site. You apply for, if you have to apply for the job, it's not freelance. That's just contract. You know? You think you're crazy? I think we're all crazy. We're all weird, and we're all just looking for another person to share that with, probably. Maybe not. I don't want half, I want all of it. Well, I mean, that can happen, too. That's what I know. I make more than that with one. What do you mean? Hey, yo, this Finnish girl asked me out. Should I do it? Yeah. I don't have anything against Finnish people or Finnish girls. She just happened to be from Finland. It doesn't mean all Finnish girls are nuts. crazy or mean. It doesn't mean anything. That's just my experience. I don't have anything against Finland. I don't have anything against Finnish girls or Europe or nothing. It's called a prenup, which will get thrown out 9 out of 10 times. Ooh, you see that? Ooh, I need a new shirt. That's gross. Sorry about that. IIT JEE, second hardest exam on earth. To a graduation engine, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Will you ever make a gaming channel? There's no value there. There's no value in gaming. What's your schedule for today? Live stream, gym, work on my cover letter course, flesh out my ideas for tomorrow's video. How much money is enough for you? Enough to pay my bills and see a movie and take my dad out to eat sometimes. That's enough. You ever try meditating? I try to do it daily for 10 minutes. You like my collection of sunglasses? Hey, thanks. MIS degree, just a weak business degree versus why do you need a master's? Okay, you don't need to go to school for business. I don't care who you are. Go to school for accounting if you want to have like a kind of business degree. Don't go to school for business otherwise. There's nothing about business that you can't learn in 2 days on Google, okay? Like people with the masters in business are, how do I open an S corp? Bro, you went to school for this. Well, I'm just I don't like that like accounting is literally the only, maybe economics, but I don't think that's business. But accounting is probably the only business degree that's actually worth anything. But you still, even then, your business degree doesn't actually matter because you have to get a CPA, which is like a fact check for your degree. So it's like, you have planned to do your own startup? I don't have a startup idea. Do you have a startup idea? Bravo, going dark. Oh, you like it? It's just low ISO. Sam, how you doing, dude? Sorry about yesterday. I got caught up in the editing. I thought I wanted to be a psychologist, but I think I'm not cut out for it. Feeling a bit lost. Do you have any thoughts? To be a psychologist, you're going to end up working as a counselor in high school, talking to emo kids about why they don't fit in. Business, which then will take a long time to build your brand and reputation and have people come pay you $400 an hour to say, and how does that make you feel? I think that's probably the reality of it. Your bachelor's in psychology is useless. Your master's is useless until you get a PhD. Well, you could work at like a college or high school with a master's, but no one cares about a bachelor's in psychology. No, they're not going to hire you. It's master's. And then good luck opening your own practice without a PhD. You think DevOps will stay in demand in the future? I'm pretty sure they're trying to find ways to automate it. But yeah, it's going to be needed. How much did your confidence suffer when you weren't able to get a job after applying several times? How did you not go nuts? Oh, I did. 100%. I just lift a lot of weights and then I don't feel so nuts anymore. My friend got his bachelor's in psychology and he works at a zoo now. Bro, I saw this post. Somebody messaged me. Hi, Joshua, which is on LinkedIn. People are just like, hi. I'm like, this is why girls put on Tinder. Don't message me with hi. Hi. I get a lot of weird. I understand now because like, what do you want? You know, you have anything to say? Can you make the next TikTok app? I don't want to. Is that a gym book? What? I don't have any books on my table, on my desk. These live streams are the best. Hi. Hi. Yo, this one girl hit me up. Hi. It's the best. Alright. I saw this post on LinkedIn where it was like, this guy was like, wow, look at this young chap right here. He works at Starbucks and he has a bachelor's in zoology. And while he makes your coffee, he gives you animal facts. And I'm like, this is the saddest thing that I've ever read. The man should be working at a zoo. And the guy, like, I can appreciate that he was trying to look at this guy, but like, this is really sad. Let me find it. This was legit real. Animal facts. Oh, there's an animal facts group. I just want posts. Content. I want content. I saw it yesterday. I was like, wow. Oh God. Young and profiting, except for our interns, which aren't paid. Y'all want to see that? That's a giant meme. Here, let me open that. Zoo is prison. Free the animals. I mean, oh, look, it's right here. That took 2 seconds to find. Look, someone snapped a picture of this man. I can't believe all it took was me to search animal facts on LinkedIn. Here, look at this. Look, this is Caleb. Caleb has a degree in zoology. Okay, we don't actually know. It could be a master's. And asks his customers what their favorite animal is. He gives them facts while completing their orders. This is really sad. Caleb, you should be working in like with animals, doing what your degree would you know what I'm saying? Like, why? And this guy Tony over here, this guy Tony's like, oh, look at how, like, this is really sad. Caleb, you don't deserve to be at Starbucks, okay? But unfortunately, your degree has very low use cases, and the jobs for them aren't plentiful, like so sad. And this guy's trying to yeah. How would this help? I mean, I can, like, Caleb's trying to make a positive out of something. Like, I can appreciate that, but Caleb, you should be doing what you got that degree for, man. Not making people coffee. Sad. I turn on my ISO again. Hold on. If you major in something that doesn't have a lot of job opportunities, that's on you. Sometimes it could be worth the risk if you want to do something that you love, but the only chance they'll hire you is if you have a degree. I mean, there's not a huge market, like a zoology degree, right? You're going to work with animals in some form, but you could also, like a research biologist, like those people you see on Discovery Channel that are like, I have a degree in like sharks, like a master's degree in shark behavior. And you're like, what? How do you have this job? Who did you talk to? Get verified on Twitter. How do you do that? Trying to become a front-end developer. You can't post from 2 accounts, Jackson Bailey. What do you think my next step should be based on your personal experience? You need to probably make some projects. How do you come up with ideas for software as a service apps? I don't have any ideas for software as a service apps. That's why I don't have a software as a service. I mean, you could brainstorm. What do you like to do? I mean, honestly, you should think about a problem, break down that problem to its fundamentals, and then come up with solutions. It's called principle first thinking is what it's called. Look up Elon Musk, principle first thinking, or something like that. That's how you find solutions. If I wanted to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about the solution. That's principles first thinking. Why Facebook coding interview is so easy and still people can't pay? I have no idea. What kind of business do you do? I do content creation. Content creation out of the business. All you do is sit on your butt and make YouTube videos, Josh. A monkey could do this, okay? I understand. It looks like there's nothing to it. That means I'm doing a good job. Use a 4K camera, but your vids are in 1080p. Why? Because when you down-res, the 1080p is super crispy. That's why. That's the main reason. Why did my Premiere Pro just open up? Okay, I'm getting logged out. Any free APIs to use for medium, huge I mean, not really. It's probably if it's a huge project that you're gonna potentially profit from. Yeah, my friend logged me out. It can only be logged in at 2 places at once. I don't know why I'm getting logged out again. Whatever. 348 people here. Well, thanks for being here. I hope that I've given you some smiles at your cubicle if that's where you're at, or if you're on the road, or wherever you're at. F to pay respects to you. It's actually been 4 years since that meme. I landed a job as an ML engineer, and you helped me keep my motivation and priorities in order. Blueprint coding. Congratulations, my dude. What age did you start to learn programming? I started when I was 2 months old. That's the first thing I wrote with my crayon was JS, and then I upgraded to markers and I wrote JavaScript. I know. Do your cover letters translate to any industry? Yes. Yep. Portfolios are your certifications. Basically, yeah, that's pretty much. What's the weirdest exercise you've done? Mine is probably behind the back deadlift. I think it like might be one of those like over the bar squat deadlift things. I don't know. Didn't. Thanks for the live streams. Try not to go crazy, Mike. That's rough. Broken ankle. I guess you don't really take advantage of going places until you get that broken ankle. Kipping. My favorite is watching people do kips, and they're like, "Oh, I did like 10 pull-ups, bro." Like those were not pull-ups. Nice try. Great bait. Not a pull-up was done. Go watch people do kips and swing themselves up for a pull-up and then call it exercise. Great work. Of course, like a lot of people that do. Okay, look, if you do CrossFit, I'm sorry, but not really. A lot of people that do CrossFit are like, look at all this weight that I lost from doing CrossFit. Of course you're going to lose weight. You're moving around. You haven't been moving for 10 years. Of course you're going to lose some weight. You're just moving around, jumping. It doesn't mean what you're doing is actually good. It's like a sprint pull. Go look at people's CrossFit before and afters, and go look at how nothing has changed. And stop stealing all my weights. And stop doing 30 reps of complex movements that are meant to be done like 3 times. And then call it the workout of the day and have a bunch of people chant behind you. Come on, bro. Hit number 31. You could do it. Number 31. Hit number 31. And the dude's like over here. His back is all messed up. He's like, I'm doing it. The form is good. Your form is good, bro. Just lift it. Get over your head. And you're like, that's CrossFit. That's CrossFit in a nutshell. Where form doesn't matter, only your fake rep count.
But it's like a brotherhood, bro.
Wrong with CrossFit. They put a lot of emphasis on reps over form, so people get injured a lot. Go look at anyone that's like really into CrossFit and look at how they all wear knee braces because their knees are all messed up. CrossFit meme video, please. CrossFit gets mad. Like, they have good marketing, so CrossFit is a cult. 100% CrossFit is like a cult. If you like, they're over here, you know, squatting down and lifting the weight over. Like, I went and asked some dude at the gym, some guy at the gym. I was like, hey bro, can you spot me? Can you spot me for this bench here? I'm just trying to get 4, but I'll take 2. And he's like, CrossFit are like vegans, okay? They'll let you know that they do CrossFit before you even care, okay? And they'll be like, I was like, hey bro, can you spot me on this bench? I want 4, I'll get 2. And the guy's like, I haven't actually done bench since I started doing CrossFit. I haven't, like, that's cool, man, but can you help me lift the weight so I don't crush myself here? But I haven't done bench since I started doing CrossFit. That's why you have no chest, my dude. Like, can you just help me, please? It's like the workout of the day, jumping and around. Like, great, you do volume and destroy your joints with your crappy form. Perfect, that's great. I'm gonna be doing perfect form, low volume, and I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna keep my knees intact until I'm 40, and I don't even think you have knees anymore, anyways. I don't know. CrossFit is a joke to me. It's just like a big cult, and everyone stands around you and they jump up and down and they're like, "Come on, man, you can do it." And it's like, I'm on rep 45. This doesn't look like the initial exercise that I started out with at all. But you guys said keep going, and now I can't feel my toes or my forearms.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Just keep going. Well, you rep number 65. Work it out of the day, bro.
Okay. All right. Can't feel my legs anymore. CrossFit. I just don't want people to get injured. That's all. I did CrossFit, and that's what they did to me. Like we were doing the main exercise where you lift the weight over your head, you squat, and you stand up, right? And then I did enough. I did all I could do, and they were like, "No, bro, you didn't hit your rep count." I was like, "This is all I can do. Anything more, I'm gonna hurt myself." They were like, "Come on, man." Nope, we don't play around like that here. That's not how this works. Tips you on SEO content. Copyright is what you're looking for. Learn how to do good copywriting, and that's SEO. Just don't drink the CrossFit. And no doubt some of the dudes that do CrossFit are pretty big. No doubt, 100%. But they're not getting it from their CrossFit workouts. They're getting it from their auxiliary training. I don't know. I don't necessarily think what I do is better. I just don't want people to get hurt. That's all. And when I watch them, I'm like, this is going to get you injured. What are you going to work out today? It's back day. So weighted pull-ups today. Maybe some lower back kind of pull-ups. Or ab ups. I don't know what you call them. I learned so much about CrossFit today. Just go look up CrossFit fail videos and have a good time. The thing is, like, if you make videos roasting CrossFit will sue you. And people have been sued by CrossFit because that's how big their marketing team is. Everyone is so CrossFit Kool-Aid that they just... Do you have a grudge on Sundar Pichai? No, I don't. Kip up? That's not a kip up. That's just swinging yourself up. Momentum up is what they should call it. What does your training split look like? It's a bro split. Monday's chest, Tuesday's back, Wednesday's shoulders, Thursday's legs, Friday's arms, with auxiliaries in between. Low volume, high weight. I don't do a whole lot of hypertrophy. I just eat right, so I stay small. I don't want to be a big, fluffy, strong man, but I like pushing weight. Because as a natural lifter, if you train for hypertrophy, like if you train for more muscle fibers, like bigger muscles, it lasts while you're at the gym for 45 minutes. You look all pumped up, and that's why everyone takes pictures with the shirt off at the gym, and then you go home and you look like a wet balloon, a wet deflated balloon, in fact. That's, I don't know. Welcome to Fitness with Josh. What do you think about calisthenics? It's good. Strength to body weight, is what I like. Like, you can bench 400 pounds. Wow, but you weigh 380 pounds. Oh, that's not that much then. I mean, 400 pounds is still it's a lot of weight, but you know. You think working a muscle group once a week is enough? Yeah, I think that's fine. Plenty of time to recover. I make a lot of gains every week. Well, not a lot, but a noticeable amount. May not be more weight, might be how I feel, might be soreness next day. Low volume, high weight. That's what I do. Shopify, you can set up, make shirts on demand with their apps. I guess, but you can do that with Teespring without Shopify. Just open up a Teespring store. Have you ever thought about making workout vids? No, because I'm natural. I don't eat any Trimbolone sandwiches. I don't test myself, you know. Trend hard. I'm natural. People don't want to see that on YouTube. They want to see people that are 4% body fat at 290 pounds. Intermittent fasting. That's what I do on the day-to-day basis. I don't eat until 1 o'clock at the earliest. That's my diet. Usually it's like 2 or 3 though. Do you do any cardio, or is it all lifting weights? I don't do sustained long-term cardio. I do high HIIT, it's called, right? High intensity interval training. Should you always include a cover letter? Yes, I think so. This is a weird song. It sounds like the intro to some like menu at a video game. This could work. How do you stay motivated to work out? I don't stay motivated to work out. It's just like, it just has to happen. It's like brushing your teeth. How do you stay motivated to brush your teeth? You just brush your teeth, right? It's the same thing for working out. Like, you just do it. That's how it is for me. You drink coffee while fasted? Okay, if you say drinking coffee while fasted, basically it's caffeine which suppresses your appetite. Just cut through that right there. Everyone drinks coffee in the morning and they skip. You wanna know why? It's because coffee has caffeine. Caffeine is an appetite suppressant, and that's why everyone says drink coffee in the morning. Well, what? You could take a caffeine pill. It would be the same thing. Have you split lanes on your motorcycle in California? I've never been to California on my bike. That looks dangerous though. I'm not gonna go between cars at 75. Where are you going with this channel? I don't know. I just kind of make videos and hope people want to watch. The great business strategy. 16/8 intermittent fast, Monday to Friday, 24-hour on Saturday, once a month. That's not bad. 16/8. I think that's a little bit too easy for me. Not for you. Might like it. I just do like maybe 6 hours. Caffeine pills don't work for me. Caffeine is an appetite suppressant and a diuretic. So it'll make you go to the bathroom and remove your hunger. If you want the feeling of fullness, then you can just drink bubbly water. Well, it doesn't really matter at that point. My rule of thumb is if my elbows can fit the rest of my bike. I guess. I mean, that's... Say I have some money, less than $100. Okay, all right. Say I have some money, less than $100, and I make a website and selling merchandise. How will I start to make a profit? Because you have to buy and sell merch. No, you don't. It's called drop shipping. You could just use Teespring and you don't need any money. Right now, you can go on teespring.com. You can sign up and open a store, and they will give you a storefront, and then you can go buy. And when someone buys, they'll print it and ship it and do all the things, and you don't do anything but just take the fee on your markup. The problem with Teespring is that, like, if you don't want to make any money at all, you don't want to make a single dollar, it's still really expensive. It's like $20 for a shirt, and you don't make a thing. So if you want to make money on Teespring, you have to charge like $40 just to get 20 bucks. That's why everything you see below YouTubers' channels, when you see their merch shelf at the bottom, like all their sweaters are like $40, right? That's because they're only making like 20 bucks. Let me see here. Now, Teespring, you can have campaigns if you want, but you can also have stores. I have a store. You can do campaigns and stores. So here's mine. Here. Stop with the spam, please. So you had 30K USD saved, and we're moving abroad back to the US as a citizen and could pick up any US city to settle down in. Where would you go? How are you without a job lined up? I don't know what your skills are. I personally don't like big cities. Like, I wouldn't go to New York City. I wouldn't go to San Fran. I wouldn't go anywhere in California. Maybe somewhere in Oregon next to the beach. Maybe somewhere in Washington next to the beach. Montana, Wyoming. Somewhere in Utah that's not Salt Lake City. That's about it, really. Somewhere with mountains, or the beach, or both. Like, I would never go to Texas for that reason. What's your eating schedule? I'm interested in the last part of the day before going to bed. My eating schedule. I don't hold to it super strict. So sometimes I'll eat at like 2 or 3 o'clock, and I'll just eat until I go to sleep, which is like 9, 10, 11, which could be like 8 hours, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'll eat like a little snack at 3, and then I'll have a few more hours go by where I don't eat anything, and then I'll have another meal later. It's just calories in versus calories out. That's it. That's how you lose weight and gain weight. It's math. How many grams of protein do you get on your off days? I don't track my macros. I wish I was more scientific about it, but I don't track my macros. I go based off how I feel and if I'm making progress. Will you be surprised if you hit 1 mil subs? Yeah, that'd be the day. I'd be super surprised. Your thoughts on getting into freelance development without ever having a developer job? How are you going to market yourself? Is it really just a calorie game to lose weight? Yes. If you burn more calories than you eat, you will lose weight, unless you do it to the extreme, which your body will go into starvation mode and then you'll stop losing weight. I have no idea, Elliot. That's a weird question. My recommendation, if you wanted to be a freelance web developer without having been a developer, I would make a couple of like fake websites to showcase what you could do. Think of it like a catalog of something that they could, look at as a reference to what you can do. They don't have to be for real clients, although it would be better if they were for real clients. How are you going to get clients? How are you going to have more clients lined up? So when your first client runs out, where are you going to get your next one from? Are you going to do it before it runs out? Are you going to do it after? How are you going to live in the meantime? There's a lot. Have you seen the sketchy looking YouTube ads? I have not. Not just a calorie game for losing weight. Otherwise, athletes would be eating Oreos. You can eat Oreos and lose weight. It doesn't. It is it's math. You burn more calories than you eat and you lose weight. I mean, but let's define weight, okay? Like you can hold water weight if you have a bunch of salts. Like there's more aspects to it than that, but essentially that's what it is. How long did it take you to become slim? I don't know. Define slim. I've been up and down. A few years. Can't even read my comment on air. Is it hard to get a web dev job if you're socially awkward? Being socially awkward is always awkward. It makes life a lot harder in general. They're pushing their dev series. Come, you can make 200K starting salary. You can make 200K starting salary if you live in California, in Mountain View, California. That seems reasonable. Okay, Elburn, you have a night. Oh, Elburn's just here to troll. Imagine being so mad at somebody that you spend your life in someone else's live stream chat trying to insult them. Imagine living a life like that. Here, look. Do you find coding fun at times? No, I don't. I think it's just a part of the process of building whatever I'm trying to build. How do you recognize a guy who's on the anabolic chicken? That's a good question. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could say or not. That would just be a big guess. I don't know if you could recognize it. I mean, maybe like obscenely low body fat and huge traps and delts, rear delts especially. If their shoulders look like bowling balls and they're like super low body fat and they're huge. I used to not like coding, but now I like it from knowing what I'm doing. I like building things. And if whatever I got to do to get there is what I'll do. Pursuing a master's degree in networking, I have no idea. Would you like to be on TikTok? I'm indifferent. I should do it though. Entry-level job postings still want years of experience. They want years of experience. It's a wish list. I'm not fat, but I got love handles. What should I do? Hey, me too, man. I have abs and love handles. It's weird. It's just genetics. I mean, you can't really target fat burning. That's not how it works. You just body fat percentage, and wherever your body decides it's gonna take fat from is where it goes. So if you're me, if you're you, it's probably the last place to go would be the love handles on the lower back. First, it's usually your face. Your face gets slimmer, right? Then the other places get slimmer. The fat around your vital organs is usually the last to go. Lower back fat's the last to go for men. But you can't do a bunch of like side crunches to try to burn off fat on your love handles. That's not how it works. You don't get to decide that really. You go get lipo, I guess. If I got down to like 5% body fat, I probably wouldn't have love handles. But I know as soon as I start gaining fat again, I'm gonna gain love handles right back. So even if I got lipo, and then I started eating fatty foods, which is inevitable, I'm gonna get love handles again. So it won't matter. It's just life. If somebody says, "Oh,
I got love handles."
Okay, cool, dope. I'll never have that Dorito body. I'll never have that like super wide shoulders, super thin waist, because that's not me. Just join the conversations. My condolences on your grandpa. Thanks. Appreciate that. Have any interesting stories with interacting with SQA engineers? I don't know if that any story about interacting with SQA engineers would be interesting. Is thin waist even useful in men? I don't know if there's a use case, but I know that women like abs, typically.
Well, not all women. Okay, look, we don't care if you're fat.
Yeah, you do. You don't want to date me if I'm bigger than you. 100%. If there's me with six-pack abs and there's me and I look like a planet, you're gonna take me with six-pack abs.
Well, that's just because you're healthier and I care about your well-being.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, nice try. Women like the Adonis Belt. Yeah, the Adonis Belt is that stereotypical V that men have around their waist, like the V. And so the thing about Adonis Belt is the Adonis Belt is genetic. You either really, really have that Adonis Belt, or you don't really have it, and you have like the oblique cut there. All right, is a job on the UK worth the pay gap between the US? It's like 50K less per year, but I don't know. They say life is better over there. If you want to be an employee, go work in Europe. You'll be protected and you'll be safe and you'll have a comfy little job and you won't be homeless. What's more valuable, a good work environment or good pay? Working for yourself. Investing in yourself. Men can be difficult and confusing. Time back at you. I never said that women are confusing or difficult. I just said that they would probably take me with abs. That's all I said. I mean, you shouldn't be with anyone that treats you bad, obviously. We're saying you have a nice personality, right? And then you have ab version, planet version. How do you set up an ISP? I think you have to call your local city to ask if you can, because there's a whole bunch of like lobbying involved in that. Six-pack's easy to get. Just go buy a six-pack of beer. Yep. Why has it become weird for people to show up at your house and to visit and hang out without sending a text first? Back in the day, people used to just show up to spend time. Maybe you were younger then. It didn't matter so much, but I would prefer if people are like, hey dude, I'm gonna come over. I'd be like, okay, cool. I might be in the middle of something, you know? It's kind of weird when people just show up. It depends on who it is though. Are you drinking beer? This is water. This is just bubbly water. Is your dad gonna post anymore? Yes. He's just not here. Do you own anything that, you know, 20-year-old? I mean, I live in Utah. I live in the US. What do you think? Perrier, how fancy? Yeah. Oh yeah, so fancy. Who's your favorite podcaster? I don't know. I don't really have one. More corporate cringe videos. Yeah, I should. But tomorrow or today will probably be the video with all the jobs that I got declined from. But I don't know how I don't know where I'm gonna go with it yet. I need to think about it. Josh, I know you don't like buying stuff. Is there anything cool you want from Santa? Good question. I'm thinking about upgrading my camera to like either the C500 Mark II, maybe an S1H, something camera stuff probably. Any opinions on John Thomas, simple programmer? Are you asking because of the Twitter drama? Probably. I know that he said some stuff on Twitter and everyone got mad. That's my thoughts. Do lifting weights help with fat burning, and is cardio better for that? Cardio is just for losing calories and upping your cardio game. Get Black Magic Pocket. I already have that. You're looking at it. This is what this stream is being filmed on, is a Black Magic Pocket. Why the C500? The C500 Mark II is 6K with Canon autofocus and RAW footage. Also interchangeable mounts. Canon colors. It's just too much money though. Thanks for all the vids. Why not? Going down the IT service and infrastructure I still love watching, especially when you call out the bad work norms. It's Fujifilm or nothing. No. Do you like 420? I do not. Well, I don't like it. I don't do it. But if you like it, great. Holy moly, that cam is expensive. Right. Well, it's expensive, but it's my life. It's what I do for a living. Red Dragon doesn't have autofocus. And this camera doesn't either. But I need autofocus. I would really like to walk up to the camera or move around and know that I'm still in focus. Right now, none of my cameras offer reliable autofocus. So I can't move. That's why I'm always sitting in one spot talking. Imagine how much more flexible I could get if I had autofocus. And that's like really the only cinema camera you can get that has autofocus. Sony A7S. Doesn't shoot raw footage. Sony has good low light, but You have the Panasonic Lumix GH5. Here, look, I'll show you what I got. This is what I got right now. Please hold. Alright, so what you're looking at on the stream is a Blackmagic Pocket 4K. This is a Lumix GH5S, 240 FPS, super awesome slow-mo, but a little bit of a crop there, a little bit of a zoom. Autofocus terrible, good low light. We have a GH5, Lumix GH5 4K. This can actually shoot 6K, which is nice, but it's a small sensor, micro four thirds. They're all micro four thirds, but anyways, yeah, I got these three. These, Blackmagic. Think about selling these and getting other ones. Canon SL2? No. I don't want the SL2. A dual pixel autofocus is great. However, Canon sucks when it comes to like their codec is good, but they don't do 4K. They don't do or 4K not cropped. Only thing that Canon has is colors and autofocus. The Blackmagic cinema camera can autofocus depending on the lens. It can only do single autofocus, so it doesn't do continuous autofocus. There's a button on the back that I can press to autofocus, and it will flicker, and then it will focus. But I have to press the button every time, so I can't move around, and it still focus on me. What is your salary? Like I make like $3 a day. Are you getting bored? I'm not bored. I love camera stuff. This is like super exciting to me. This is the stuff that I'd make videos on, but people won't watch. Maybe I will. Do you lift? I lift the spoon to my mouth because I like food. How much? This is 2,200. I think this is like 1,500. This camera that I'm streaming with is 1,300. Do you run ads? I'm not really selling anything with my videos, so I don't run ads. That's the main thing. Contact the companies. I looked up the companies to see if I could get one, but they wouldn't do it. Thoughts on applying as an intern with fewer skills can be trained for a few months versus honing your skills. Who gets to decide what your skills are worth? Who gets to decide if your skills are worth an intern or a software dev? The person that's hiring you. There could be no difference depending on the person who made that job posting and how much they value each one of your skills. What do you shoot other than YouTube? I don't know, my 45 at the range probably. My 7.62 and my 5.56. What up, dude? Have you come across the site Return of... No, I've never seen it. Expect AI, machine learning. What other paths do you think will be in demand? Anything with video, probably. What do you think about Shadowlands? It's just like... It's just BFA 1.5. Nothing new. No new class. Nothing. Not really an expansion. It's just more area to explore, which could be a patch. You ever played The Forest? I played The Forest. How much you take protein per day? Probably not enough. What about these cameras with 100 megapixel sensors? I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of pixels, but it's not about the. Image quality matters, but story matters. Story and narrative is everything with video content. Being able to relate to people is everything. That's great. You can have 9 million megapixels on your camera, but if your story sucks, it doesn't matter. Just here's an example. Go look at my video talking about why I won't ever work as a developer again. I'm not even in focus. I'm not even in focus in the video. This right here, sitting right here. My face is totally blurred out. It's 600,000 views. 500,000 people watched that video, and I'm not even in focus. It's all about story. Doesn't matter how many megapixels you have. How's about your MMO life? I don't. Did I miss? Any advice for starting a flyer business? I don't know. How often do you game? Like once a day, maybe. Sometimes not at all. It depends. Started my workout today. Thanks. Just keep it going. If you could go back, would you choose the medical field or engineering field to go into for undergrad? Engineering all day, because it's easy to just be a number and just fly under the radar and do nothing all day. Yeah, 100%. 100 megapixels. You can have a lot of megapixels, but if there's still no video resolution, it won't matter. 100 megapixels at 180p resolution still look like Still look like potato. It's all about SEO. I don't know about SEO. I think it's story and thumbnail. You can have great SEO. You can have the best SEO in the world, and you could show up in everyone's search results. But if no one clicks, it doesn't matter. SEO only brings you so far. SEO might put you at the top of the search results, but if it's still terrible when they click, it doesn't matter. It's story, engagement, relatability, marketing, copyright. In my opinion. .1080 at 50 FPS. Kind of a weird frame rate. It could work. The Forest is okay. That game has been in beta forever, right? Or did it come out? I don't know. I think they have like VR version too. How do you increase watch time for your videos? Well, I mean, I guess there's a couple strategies. You can ask them to stick around. You could ask them to hang around and be like, hey, watch to the end if you want to see blah, blah, blah. So they have a motivation to stay through the video, and then you get watch time. You use TubeBuddy. No, I use vidIQ, and it's okay. I don't look at it that much. Red Dead 2 comes out today. Do you plan on playing it? Nope. This is good stuff, man. Thanks. You're welcome. We should make a grind roll group to play the Forest one of these weekends. That's too much. I think after you play the Forest for like 30 minutes and you chop some wood down and build a little fort, you've done all there is to do. Now you just go, you know, run around. I get an average of 1 minute 46 watch time. That's not good. My watch time's somewhere around 8 minutes, which is really good. But I think probably live streams help with that. I actually don't know. What motivates you every day to wake up and hustle? My mortgage. The bank wants their money on my house. If we talking games, when are you going to stream some COD? I think I would rage. I play COD occasionally, but oh man, it's so rage-inducing. It's Call of Claymore, Call of APC, Call of Riot Shield and throwing knives. Call of Duty is literally laser tag. By the time you realize you're being shot, it's too late. You can't turn around and fight back. Also, the maps are terrible. You can get shot from any angle. The developers of Call of Duty said we want it to be noob friendly, and so we give kill streaks so that it helps prevent camping. But it's like, how do you get kill streaks in Call of Duty? You camp. You camp in Call of Duty. You sit in one room, put a claymore, get your recharge claymore so that when someone blows up, you put another one down, and you sit in a window and you wait for people to come around the corner with the shotgun. And then you farm up a bunch of kill streaks, and then you get your kill streaks, and then you just kill a bunch of people, and then you use the kill chain to get more kill streaks, and then you get 97 kills, and you don't, like, that's Call of Duty right now. Laser tag. Halo Infinite, please. Did you ever consider game development? Yes, game development's awesome, dude. Game development is bae. The problem with game development for me is that it takes a lot of time to develop a game when I could be doing other things to monetize that time. And it's not always about money, except when it is. Then you have to do other things. And the game development industry itself is very, very competitive. You're going to be overworked and underpaid, and there's going to be 9 other people behind you looking to do that job. So Luigi's Mansion 3. I saw some people play that on Twitch. Looks alright. Do you think if you already have a podcast that's starting a YouTube channel of the podcast would be worth it? Yeah, I mean, it's just more platforms for people to watch. However, I think watching a podcast is really boring unless you're Joe Rogan. How do you feel about bug bounty? I feel like I'm solving bugs for other people when I could be building my own. I don't know. It's how do you want to use your time, so I wouldn't do it. Bug bounties are fun, I guess, if you want to do cybersecurity like Pico CTFs. What do you listen to when you code? That's a good question. I like I like soundtracks. I like music, like musical soundtracks. Not musicals, but like anything from Hans Zimmer is good. That payout though for a bug bounty, but you and everyone else are looking for the bug bounty, so someone else might find the bug and submit it right before you and then get that bounty, and now you've just spent 9 hours hunting the same bug as 10 other people, but you don't get the money, the other dude gets it. That doesn't sound fun. Joe Rogan had a TV show. I mean, I think he's like an MMA fighter. He does stand-up comedy. He had a show. I think it was like Scare Tactics, I think, or Fear Factor. One of those. I think you like the mocap side of game dev. Yeah, that'd be fun. Does a CS degree from an online institution help get past HR filters? No. Nothing but hustle helps get past HR filters. If you go through the process of applying to the job, get in line, because that's what everyone does. But that's not the law. That's not what you have to do. You can go around it. You don't have to just click apply. You can figure out who works there, find their phone number, call them up and say, hey, I tried to apply, wouldn't let me. Can I have your personal email, and just email you directly. That way you don't have to wait on them. Cheryl, you asked some weird questions. Joe Rogan himself is not what gets it. Yeah, I know. Joe Rogan is not what gets the views. It's his ability to get the people that he gets on his show, and that's why people watch. So when I say unless you're Joe Rogan, I mean unless you're Joe Rogan's show. And you have those contacts and networks, and you can convince people to come on and then get asked if you've ever done DMT before. That's what it is. What about ayahuasca? Joe, my buddy Rogan. I called the job like 4 times, and because I sent in my app over a month ago, they're not answering my call. Yeah, you've been being ghosted from day one. I mean, if you try to go around HR and it doesn't work, then it's not working. Move on. Hi, Josh. What do you think about learning? What? Joe Rogan has hit critical mass. I'm not saying like everything he says is great. He says some silly stuff sometimes. It's just not about him. It's about the guests. Anthony. Yeah, I know, right? Tom Riddle, how you holding up for No Nut November? Fine. I don't know. You guys are all weak, okay? You guys are all weak if you have to hold up for No Nut November, okay? That's my... You can clip it. I don't care. That's my thought. Like, you're... Just do No Nut all year, okay? Why would you ever do it yourself? Go hit up some honeys. That's my thought. That's probably the most aversive thing I've ever said. But that's...
Oh man, I just gotta fight the urge to sit around and just jerk off all day.
Like, don't you got better stuff to do? What kind of deals are we in for Cyber Monday? Dude, I have no idea. You watch anime? I don't personally watch anime. Obviously, there are risks involved, right? And doing it yourself is very low risk. Sure. But that's not what it's for. Can I ask your dad why did he quit his channel? He didn't. He just went to... He's got sick. Look, I think if you want to do that, that's fine. whatever. I just think that I have better use of my time than to brag about how that is hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Overheard an old guy being proud of working 32 years for a large company as a customer service rep. I couldn't help but laugh. What do you mean, bro? He's the face of the company, okay? He's basically the company. What do you do in your free time? I don't have a whole lot of free time, but I lift a lot. How much does a web developer have to know about data structures and algorithms? It depends on the interview, really. Sometimes nothing. You ever feel weird that strangers know so many intimate details about you? That's kind of the name of the game, you know? You want to work at Google, you definitely got to know it. You want to work at Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Uber, any of those places, you're going to need to know. You're going to need to know the algorithms, but 90% of the companies, no. Wonder what happened to Dreaded Dev. We will never know. The dude just disappeared. Yeah, okay, all right. So Kaya, I would say it's kind of weird. It's a little weird that people know so much about me, and when they come up, well, it's happened like 5 times, 4 or 5 times now. Hey, you're the guy from YouTube. I'm like, all right, look here. Let me just say that you know a lot about me, and I don't know a lot about you. So if I'm weird, that's why. Did you ever have imposter syndrome, implying that I don't still have it? I don't think that I'm good enough to do YouTube, but you have 200,000 subs. I don't feel like it. I don't know how I got here. That's how I feel. Are you working anywhere else besides YouTube? I work for myself. What country would you like to visit? Well, for what? What's the reason that I'm going? New Zealand would be good for outdoor stuff. Norway would be dope. Go see some fjords. What are the best cities for developers to get jobs in? Let's see. Okay, let's redefine the question again. What cities have the best work-life balance? What cities pay the most money? What cities have a low population with activities that I like to do outside of work? You can't just, you're going to work a lot, but you got to not work sometimes. What are you going to do? You're just going to live in a city that you hate to be, but you make a lot of money and then ping pong at work? It's... Post Malone, I have 47 million subscribers, level up, boy. Post Malone, dude, I know, right? He lives in Utah. Post Malone lives in Cottonwood Canyon, just up the road from my house. What's the best way to approach you? That's probably the best way. Just be like, hey, you're the guy from YouTube. I'll be like, yo, what's up? It's obviously, it's fake Post Malone, because the real Post Malone would have the check mark, but everything Post Malone does is just a hit. Imagine living life like that. Just everything you do is a hit. Could I get a Python remote job if I'm a noob at Python? If you can convince them to pay you, of course. You know how Craig's doing with his course? Yeah, he's doing the flexible part-time thing. Do you like the tech lead? Patrick's a good guy. Thoughts on his view of tech? I don't know what they are, really. I don't really know. Same as me. Tabs or spaces? I don't know. Probably tabs. Have you eaten already? I'm not gonna eat till like 2 o'clock. How long should we stay at my current developer job before moving in a new company for more money? 18 months. I mean, stay as long as you want, bro. Stay as long as you want at the job. It doesn't matter if you're gonna get more money, if you're gonna enjoy life more. Stay as long as you want. It doesn't. Stay 6 months. Stay 3 months. Stay 2 months. It doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. It only matters if your job history only matters if the company you're applying to cares. Some company might be like, oh, you worked there for like 3 months. What happened? Be like, it just wasn't a good fit. Time to move on. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Bye. It only matters if the company cares. And then if they ask you about it, you can explain it away. You feel like we're being engineered to get into tech, or maybe we're forced by the algorithm? I have no idea. It's a good question. You think the visa workforce that companies are bringing are hurting tech? I don't think the visa workforce themselves deserve any hate. I think you should blame the shady companies that take advantage of that so that they can bring people from other countries and pay them no money to do really hard jobs, which then make you, as a citizen here, it makes it very difficult for you to compete with that, right? So, I mean, don't blame the workforce. Like, if you are in a crappy life situation and some guy's going to offer you a lot more money to come on over and have a better life, you'd probably do it too. But they're taking advantage of these workers, right? So I would blame the companies for abusing these loopholes and taking advantage of the workers. The workers themselves have done no wrong. They're just trying to have a better life. That's all I'm saying with that. Heard. Wait. Did I get it from yesterday's video? Is that what you wear on a blind date? No, I'm not wearing a tie. Okay, so you said, what business do you do? I run my own business called Grindreel LLC. It's a content creation business. All the money that I make goes into that business, and then I pay myself a salary. Is Austin a great place to be as a software dev? They have Google there. What do you think about Overwatch 2? Do you mean Overwatch 1.2? I think you mean Overwatch 1.2. Have you ever played Team Fortress 2? Because Team Fortress 2 added an update called Man vs. Machine as a free software update to the game. Whereas Blizzard, sorry, we don't do that here. We're just going to make a new game and call it Overwatch 2. So that's what that is. What percentage of your income is YouTube? It varies. Sometimes it's like 40%, 50%. It really depends. Is this the real Rolo? I need to know. Oh, snap, it is Rolo. Yo, bro, I read all your books. I've read all of them. I know people said that I need to read your books, but I read your books at the end of that relationship. And that's why at the end of the relationship, I just turned my face away, you know? Like, yeah, I've read them all. All 3 of them. They're all right here on my Audible. So, this is an interesting conversation. I know that, okay, so the main, can I email you? Will you respond if I email you? There's a lot of people on that video that were like, oh, you know, MGTOW, but like, I'd probably align more with what you're saying. Like, I still enjoy interacting. No, I don't know. This is really weird. I never thought we'd have a conversation. I've recommended your books to a lot of men that I know. This is strange. Okay. It doesn't show, but I'll email it. Just expect it from my email. It's jfluke717@gmail. So if you get that from me, that'll be the one. You have a lot of fans here. So this is an interesting conversation. Cool, man. Thanks for dropping by. This is strange. It's like a little starstruck, you know? Yeah, Josh is fanboying out right now. People want me to do a case study on the video, but I'd rather interview you. Oh yeah, dude. I did all the things wrong. I did all the things wrong in that relationship. Definitely a little. I was a chump. 100%. I was a chump. Towards the end of the relationship, read all the things about Fight Club. You know, don't talk about Fight Club. And yeah, that's how I do life now. So interesting. I thought it was gonna be fake. I thought it was gonna be fake Rolo. Okay, dude. I will. I'll email you. Okay. Sweet, dude. Well, thanks for dropping by. Sharp, why do you keep spamming that, my dude? I subbed after that video. Well, thanks for being here. It's interesting. I think I'd have some like questions for you as well. Some things that I've listened to, but you know how it is. Like you have to. This is YouTube, right? Like I'm pretty sure. Like I could imagine that your channel probably gets like instant demonetized. You know what I mean? Like it's probably really. It's just one of those topics on YouTube that is really hard to talk about without. You know. There's like you're just gonna make a bunch of people mad. So that's how, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I was in one of the live streams that you had, and people were donating, and because like you used to have like the streams like every Sunday, I think, and people were donating, and I think you mentioned like my channel is basically demonetized, and the only money we make is from donations. I think I remember hearing that, and so I was like, yeah, definitely. Like you don't do it for the money because you have like the books, right? So, but this is like my job, so I have to like skirt the border of what I know is probably allowed and what's not allowed. How much can you bench? Squat? Oh, implying I do leg day, my dude. I don't really know how much I can squat. My right knee's all messed up. Bench, like 240. One rep at 170 or 180. I think that's fine. That's pretty good. You can't talk about marriage on YouTube. You can't talk about the dynamics of intergender relationships, really, without making a lot of people angry. At least not in a blunt way. Or the dynamics of relationships, like in terms of like intimacy. It's really, you know what I'm saying?
Auto shutdown canceled.
It's hard to talk about like give and take. At least you're in my same time zone. Sweet. I'm pretty sure that is like the exact phrase that Rollo has in his book, The Dynamics of Intergender Relationships. I'm pretty sure those are the exact words. You show your chicken legs. I don't have legs. Could you have gotten a job when you were there as a student? I tried. I tried to apply. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can't even rip. There goes the battery. Have you ever used Vim? Like once. What I didn't know was like I thought that you were the one doing the books. I thought that was your voice doing the books when I listened to them on Audible, and then I saw the stream and I was like, wait, what? This isn't what I thought he would look like. Or sound like. I'm a Costco cart pusher studying college computer science with a few side projects in the App Store. How can I? Sam Bada. Yeah, he's like the radio host. And I tried to Google it, but I didn't find a whole lot. How can I hustle to get my name out there as a Costco dev people? I mean, LinkedIn, probably the best way to find the Costco dev people that work there, and then try to go deeper than just LinkedIn on the surface. Try to go to like, see if they have any blogs, and find their personal email, and then email them and ask them what you should do to have a chance at being a Costco dev. That's what I would do. It's interesting. Me and a few close friends have all read the books. We talk about it. I never thought I'd have the opportunity to actually. I thought if I were to email and ask questions, the first response would be like, "What value are you providing me?" I don't know. It's weird, man. YouTube is weird. A little starstruck. You should play Crackling Fire on that monitor so we can have like a chill jazz stream. I wonder if there's any jazz. like, I don't know if he's still here, but like, if you look at the comments of that video, there are so many times I want to respond to all of the comments in that video that are saying this or that, but I can't, you know? No worries. I'm not MG. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you still enjoy interaction. And so do I. So, I don't know. I feel like, same as you probably, I feel like it's a cop-out to not have to deal with that side of things in life. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of... It's hard to talk about. I didn't really know that that had a name, but it's interesting to know now. The goal of the video wasn't to like destroy her, but it was I did everything wrong. Borderline personality disorder. There's so much more that I didn't say in that video, but we could talk about it. Do you VC on your Discord? Sometimes. Yeah, but like, so I thought about this. And I was like, maybe you should like take some medicine for this. You know, like you're being a little crazy sometimes. You're seeing your emotions are up and down. Maybe you should go see a doctor for like get some medicine or. And then she was like, no, I don't want to take any medicine. Oh, okay. Gosh, I don't understand. How's your dad doing? He's in Georgia right now. He's doing better. I like the honeys, okay? That's it. But you do you. I've heard that it's very hard to treat. Yeah, maybe. St. Lucia right now. Oh, that sounds nice. Let me go there. I need to renew my passport. Good reminder. Thanks. What's your dream? Big life goal? I think I'd like to make enough money to be able to retire off of investments. Hi, Josh. You're doing a good job providing value. As like, I really was she on birth control? Birth control? No, she refused to take birth control because it made her very emotional, very upset, easily angered. So then it was like, just had to be super careful whenever you mumbo. You follow the fire community. Kind of. I don't have a traditional job in the sense of the fire community. In fire, most people on that community are, most of them are making a salary, and so their way is to work their way up the corporate ladder and spend as little money as possible and just live in a box if possible. That's like the typical fire approach, and then save all that money and then invest it into a mutual fund and whatever, and they have a bunch of money. I'm of the mindset of like, well, how about I just figure out a way to make a bunch more money, and I just make a bunch of products and sell a bunch of stuff. But you can't do that when you're working a salary job. You're stuck at your rate unless someone decides to give you a raise. So, I don't know. What sport do you think is most enjoyable? Oh man, I like climbing. I don't know, not like team sports really. I just get bored. Let me go back. I was gonna put a crackling fire and some jazz. Here we go. Soccer? No. I was that kid that would like run up to hit the ball and I would miss. Okay, Josh Tollison, goodbye. Here we go. Let me get a crackling fire really quick. If you're here and you do enjoy the stream, maybe hit thumbs up. Hold on. Here we go. All right, welcome to the Fireside Chat. Hope you guys are relaxed, having a better time. What other art stuff do you do besides film and cinematography? I journal. The cozy? Are we feeling cozy? Boomer music. Actually, the roaring 20s. The boom. Ever consider running Linux? I have too much, like... Yeah, no, not really. Merry Christmas to you too. Christmas is the best. You want to settle, apply for a job visa or a company? What are you talking about? Okay, stop with the political stuff. Stop. Where's our blankets? You like swing dancing? Oh, I wish I could dance. I guess I could try. You physically write in a paper journal? I use Notion to write. This makes me want to pop out the choco crinkles. I'm fasting, Josh. Dang. Yeah, I wanna just get some hot chocolate, get some marshmallows. You draw? I can't draw. I'm terrible. In terms of like artsy stuff, maybe making music. I haven't done it in a while. Here we go. Cozy up. Come sit by the fireside. Let's have a story. Now we just need it to be snowing outside. Here we go. Raise it up a little bit. All right, guys, it's story time. Please, happy to help, happy to answer any of your questions. Very relaxed. Do the dogs need sweaters during this weather? No, my dog is a giant fluffy pillow. Ethan says, my office is trying to implement private spaces to work. How can I convince them to become an open office without privacy? Yeah, that sounds perfect. Definitely. Can you do a 5-minute story time in a voice?
Of course, I'd be happy to. You're making me want to go back to sleep? Well, I mean, we're having a pretty cozy stream.
I feel bad about coming from a strange family. A lot of us suffer from the same. Yeah, it's a little weird. I'm bad at coming up with ideas for side projects for a portfolio. How do I get motivated and inspired? Okay, motivated, you don't need to be motivated to be inspired. Inspiration can come at any time. When you're at your lowest of lows, highest of highs, when you're driving your car. Perfect. But for me, when I'm driving is when I have my best ideas, which also is terrible because I'm driving and I can't get out my phone or a book and like write them all down. So I just have to like hold on to them or like wait to a red light. Do you cook? I do enjoy cooking. I do enjoy cooking. It's probably one of my most favorite things. I like cooking a meal, sharing it with somebody, you know, and then I'm like, this is terrible. I'm so sorry you have to eat this. And the other person's like, oh my God, it's so good. Don't even worry about it. And I'm like, is that why half the food's still on your plate? And they're like, oh, I just ate earlier. And I'm like, no, you don't like it. See, it's garbage. But I try to get better every time. I don't know about this song. We might need to. This is like James Bond music. Silent Nights of Jazz. Here we go. What's your best dish? I like chicken parmesan. Chicken parmesan is probably my best dish to cook. I'm good at making pizza. I have like a bread maker and everything. What else? Just your, you know, nothing super fancy. Chicken parmesan. Do you meal prep? No. I'm terrible. I should. I'm a Patreon supporter. Shouldn't be shown on my username. It does in the Discord, not in here. There's no way to connect the my YouTube channel to the Patreon. They don't offer that. Does the headphone hurt your ear after a while? No. If you had an herb garden, I think the dogs would eat it. Nah, they don't like the smell of herbs. Winter or summer? Can we do fall? I think fall is the best. Air cages? Well, I'm glad that you enjoy the music, regardless of what that reminds you of. How do I get 4,000 hours and 1K subs? You gotta keep posting videos and cross-post your videos. Welcome to the stream, Raul. Appreciate you. Just, you know, if you're having a good minute, just hit thumbs up. Or have you thought about becoming vegan? I enjoy chicken sandwiches too much to do that. Sorry. No amount of your Beyond Beef is gonna replace that for me. I'm sorry. Cross promote. Post where there's traffic. Post on forums. Post on Instagram. Post on LinkedIn. Even though it's trash. Post on Reddit. Wherever there's already traffic, put it in the middle of the traffic. People will go by it, but there's bound to be a few people that stop and look. That's how you start. You mix the music for your new intros? What do you mean mix? Download songs and mess with their volume as mix? Can you even see this? Let me zoom in a little bit. Favorite Starbucks drink, if you have one. I don't drink coffee. Maybe something with ice cream. Don't they make one of those like chocolate things with ice cream? Chicken sandwiches are only good inside the US. Yeah, that's true. We do have some good chicken sandwiches here. What do you imagine your subscribers are like? Galena, that's a good question. I have no idea. I've only met a couple, and it was at the gym. They've all been dudes. I've only met subscribers, and they've all been dudes, and they all only watched like one video. They never actually interacted with me. They just watched one video. You're like, hey, you're the guy who like quit his job, right? I'm like, well, there's a little bit more to it than that. Or they're like, well, hey, you're the guy that like, you know, like you were divorced. I'm like, there's a little bit more to it than that. You know, like it was just people that have only watched like one video of me, and that was all they knew. You ever drink alcohol? I don't like it. It makes me sick. Tea or coffee? I'd take tea. Planning on learning C# in school. Do you think I should look at Blazor? Why are you learning C#? C# only has like really one practical use case in web development, and that is .NET. Otherwise, it's C# for Unity. I don't know anything about Blazor. It's a weird song. Might have to hit that next. If you went to a big city, a bunch of people would recognize you. I don't really know. This is like between two ferns. I'm pretty sure this is like between two ferns. This has to be it. Jacob just watched the vid about the fam. This is like that James Bond music right before him and the girl go at it. E versus pre-workout. Pre-workout every time. Are there any Christmas songs? There's a whole bunch of Christmas songs. There's like Christmas trap songs. Where do you get royalty-free songs? There's a couple websites. Epidemic Sound is where I get mine. There's another one called Artlist. You like the fire? It was. Thank you. Here, let me give you my referral link. Please hold. You don't have to do it if you want, but like, if you get a month, I get a month. It's kind of nice. I don't know how to find it though. I've been asking for this for like day one. Refer a creator. Please give. All right, here's my link. I have zero referrals. You get everything on this website. Why do you think LinkedIn is trash? People keep telling me to beef up my LinkedIn to get a job. You can get a job from literally anywhere else. You can go to Glassdoor and find jobs. Also, Glassdoor is at least helpful because you can look up prior interview questions. You can look up reviews of the company. You can look up salaries of the company. You can look up benefits of the company. LinkedIn doesn't provide that. LinkedIn is just a job hunting place where you can connect with the recruiters. And the only real way you can find a job from LinkedIn is from recruiters. The actual job posts on LinkedIn are cross-posted to LinkedIn, Indeed, Stack Overflow. I'd go to Stack Overflow preferably, but Indeed is also pretty good. Maybe cyber coders. If you want recruiters, cyber coders is the way to go. I just think that LinkedIn is a wasteland. Strawberry gets it. What's up, dog? What up, pizza boy? Be thinking about doing some meetups. I don't know what we would do. When was the last time you felt lucky? I felt lucky the last time. Like, you're in my chat right now. I feel lucky that you're here. No, I feel lucky every day that I get to wake up and live stream and people come hang out, have some fun. You get 3 wishes. One of them is going to be for more wishes or unlimited wishes, and then the rest wouldn't matter anymore, right? Trump, calm down, bruh. How much do you pay for Epidemic Sound? It's $15 a month, but I think if you're getting like millions of views every video, it's like 30. How to hustle as a freelancer programmer. You've got to contact agencies or companies and see if they need your services. How much you lap pull down? The whole thing, like, I don't know, over 200 pounds probably. I do a lot of weighted stuff. I have a pretty strong back. You think fully remote tech positions will be more common? They should be. I mean, fully remote tech positions are cheaper on the company. So much cheaper on the company. So you got to ask yourself, why do they want you to come in? It's so they can watch you. Losing my job in 2 weeks. What do you think about GCP certs? I don't know what they are. At least you have 2-week notice. That's nice. How do I know when I'm ready to start freelancing? You don't, bro. It's freelancing. And you just gotta try. You gotta keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. You could be ready to freelance but not qualified. I don't know. It's hard to say. You just gotta try. Skinny fat, burn or gain first? Oof, that's a good question. What do you want? I mean, it's winter time now. Not going to be a whole lot of shirts off. Maybe I would suggest bulk up and then burn in the spring. Does a junior front-end dev have a chance to work as far away as possible from their country? It's called remote. I suppose so. How skinny is skinny? I don't know. Which film influenced you the most? I don't know. In what way? There's no one film that was like, oh my goodness, my life has changed. How do you know when the quality of code is crappy? All code is crappy. There's always a better rate. There's always a better way to write it. The music is perfect while I cook. Zombieland 2? Zombieland 2 is literally just Zombieland again. More of the same. Nothing really innovative. Nothing to really make it better or worse. It's just more Zombieland. It's exactly what you would expect. It's great. Just more Zombieland. Like, if you hadn't seen the first one, it wouldn't even matter. It's pretty good. Have you seen The Joker yet? Yes. I'm pretty sure I have lung cancer from all the smoking in that movie. Just like watching that whole movie, I'm like, oh my god, I can feel like I'm just, I need to go get like x-ray of my lungs after this. Kind of headphones. These are Corsair Voids. Is it okay to laugh as a programmer? We're working on a job. I have no idea. What? That's a weird question. No Joker spoilers. That's not a spoiler. Startup versus corporate for a new developer. What do you want to do? Do you want to be an employee number? Do you want to do one thing all day, every day, and sit in your cubicle and just be nothing? Just disappear, fly under the radar? Corporate's the way to go. Do you want to have a substantially higher amount of job security, even though there's not really any job security? Maybe a sense. Probably startup if you like to do a lot of different things. What's one skill you wish you had? I'd like to be able to fly like an F-35B. That would be dope. How much does it cost to put on an app? I think on Apple it's $100. Have you ever 420'd? Nope. How much do you make a month working on YouTube? I don't know. Let me look at my phone. I will show you. Let's take a look at the most recent. $5,964.10. This is where I'm at. $6,000. Yep. This is where I'm at right now. How much of that goes to taxes? None. It's my job to pay my own taxes. Don't tell people money is personal. Big flex. Nah. But that you only get paid that once a month. So you get paid on like the 21st, I think. How much do you put away for taxes? That's not how it works either. It depends on how much money I spend. How much business expenses do I have? So if I make $10,000 and let's say I don't have personal bills. If I make $10,000 and I business expense all $10,000 of that, you don't pay any tax because you business expensed it. You don't have any money to pay taxes on. You needed that money to keep making money. That's how Amazon does it. Amazon makes billions and they spend all their money that they're making, and so they don't pay any taxes. And everyone's like, oh my god, they make so much money, don't pay tax. That's because they spend everything they make and reinvest it into their company with automation and robots. So that's not really how it works. It's a percentage based off of your total income per year, and that graduates up and down. So really, you gotta be, it depends on how much you spend, how much you make. If I make $100,000 and I business expense all $100,000, what expense can you justify here? Cameras, equipment, mixed expenses, my phone, my internet, some of my office space here, tons of stuff. Business expense, your mileage, your trips, all kinds of stuff. Tips for buying a camera? Right here. Props for videos, yep. I mean, obviously you can't abuse it, right? If you need something for the video, and you're like, I want to make a video about a Lamborghini. I'm going to buy a Lamborghini and business expense it. The IRS is going to be like, no, sorry. Unless maybe your channel is about cars and all you do is buy cars and review cars and that's your business. But if I were to do that and my channel is about, not just cars, they would be like, well, yeah. You don't want to mess with the IRS. You don't want to abuse it. Do you do your own taxes? No, I have an S Corp, which is a lot of paperwork, so I pay people to do it. I don't want to think about doing my taxes. I just want to be like, yeah, this is how much I made. This is what I bought. There you go, bye. Camera are you using for the stream? I'm using a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K. If I was an LLC, I would do my own taxes because that's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But I have an S Corp, so that means I have to pay payroll tax. That means I have to do quarterly taxes now. Oh, yeah, I gotta do quarterly even when you're LLC, really. But it's just a lot. So I pay people to do it. Have you ever had an app idea that seemed really cool and had money making potential, but after further investigation, you saw that it had been done 1,000 times? Yes, absolutely. How much are your monthly expenses? Wow, we're just getting more personal. Yeah, so my monthly expenses are about $6,000 a month. So all this money. Wow, that's crazy. Why have you ever thought about just living in a van or moving somewhere cheaper? Yes, but I have parents that live here. I pay my parents rent. I pay my rent. I don't want my dad to move in with me. My dad doesn't want to move in with me. Lots of stuff. What's your average video CTR? That's literally the only metric I'm not allowed to say from YouTube. I can tell you how much I make. I can tell you how much I make on the daily. I can do all that. I just can't say anything about CTR or CPM. That's the only rule. Working, coding freelance right now, and I'm doing okay, but it's not steady. I mean, it's freelance. Nothing is steady. Closure for backend, I have no idea. What is CTR? It's like how much money you make per video, per 1,000 views. So basically, like, let's say for every 1,000 views you get, you make like $10. Okay, and it depends on your niche. It depends on your niche. Oh, click-through rate. Oh, okay, all right. I read that as CPM. How much do you make a month? Probably somewhere around 13 or 14K this month. Well, how do you make all that extra stuff? Yeah, I mean, I have affiliate links. I got my own website, merch, Patreon. Freelancing websites. I don't really. I mean, like, it's silly though, right? Like, wow, that's so much money. Okay, well, number one, if I don't, okay. I spend a lot of that money just on living and taxes, and the rest I save. What about it? What's the main source of earning? There's no main source. Probably like, I don't know. It's like 30, 30, 30 probably. Affiliates, YouTube, my website, and then other things. How much do you spend on dates? I don't spend on dates. I buy my food and they buy their food, and that's what we do. And we just, well, I'm gonna buy you free lunch. I don't know you. You buy your own. Well, would you ever invest in real estate? Yeah, I think, okay, the thing with real estate is that you need a business for 2 years. I haven't had one for 2 years. And you need to be able to find someplace that you can buy, right? There's just so much. Cheapskate. I'm a cheapskate because I don't want to pay for a stranger. Confirmed. And yet, your ex-wife bought your lunches. Actually, I got money. I got money when I worked there. I just didn't have access to it. I got money like every other student in Finland, but she hid away the money from me and wouldn't give me the bank cards, so I could have paid for my own. But great bait. Like houses to rent out and stuff. Yeah, the thing is, you can't buy a house because you need a mortgage, which is a loan, and in order to get a loan, you have to have a business for 2 years. It has to be profitable. So, if my first date can't accept a nice breakfast and a nice chat and a walk in the park, it's a no-go. Yes, I'm serious. I wouldn't mind buying you a meal. That's okay. I wouldn't want anyone to buy my meal. I'll do it myself, thanks. Maybe on like the 4th date, like I'll buy the meal, you buy the movie tickets or whatever. But on the first date, we pay for ourselves because I don't know you. I don't know you. You're just a bro to me right now. Like, I'm not buying you stuff just because you look nice. I've made that mistake. Anyways, just hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the music and the crackly fire in the back. What if she's really hot? Great, she can pay for her own food. Just being hot doesn't give you free stuff from me. Maybe from some other guy. Click-through rate. I don't know. I'd have to look. What's something you want to change, advance in the industry? I just want Canon to make an end-all be-all camera. I'm talking like 8K, dual-pixel autofocus, 16-bit recording, 16 stops of dynamic range, raw footage on my SD card for under $2,000. That's what I want. That's what I want. I feel that there's nothing that fits everything. Yeah, I know, right? 1000 FPS. I would be cool with like 300 FPS. That'd be fine. You think everything you learn at university could be self-taught? Of course. But just don't come at me and be like,
bruh, I'm going to build this bridge for our traffic problems. I learned on Udemy. Trust me. I have a Udemy open heart certificate, right? Check my LinkedIn.
at the end. That's the end of the jazz.
Forced Fork donated $5.
Well, thank you.
Your videos since around 50K subs. Awesome to see the channel grow and the dedication. Have a great day.
Thank you, Divorced Fork. Appreciate that. Whole milk versus soy milk. Almond milk, please. How valuable do you think university degrees are for just getting a job, for front-end stuff? Yeah, it's not. You're not even going to learn front-end at university. You're going to learn Java and how to make a compiler from binary. Like, you think all degrees are worthless? No, just a majority of them. Like, medical stuff is good, right? Medical stuff, you need a degree. Engineering, right? Don't tell me I built this rocket ship and we're going to send astronauts to space based off my Udacity nano degree. Like, get out of here, right? Engineering, probably need a degree for. Medical stuff, probably need a degree for. Your, you know, like your business degree, get out of here. I don't care. The joke. Gianni. I mean, of course it crosses the mind. Of course it crosses the mind. However, you gotta wonder, like, all the dudes on Instagram that are like 4% body fat, definitely on the anabolic chicken, like, they have to have a hookup no matter where they go. Think about when they travel and they don't have a hookup to continue their anabolic chicken. What do? Like, you can't travel, and if you just immediately stop taking it, you're gonna have all kinds of problems. So, like, the longer lasting problems of taking anabolic chicken is just so much. Like, you're gonna be all messed up for life. You're gonna consistently have to have that for the rest of your life until you're dead, or you're gonna be a girl if you're a dude. Yeah, I don't know. It's a risk. Like Jay Cutler, right? Like Jay Cutler, like if he travels across the country or across the world, he's got to have a hookup for his anabolic chicken, or he's gonna turn into a girl. Jake, yes. I don't know. I wish they were just honest about it, you know? I wish they weren't like, hey, if you buy my pre-workout powder, you can be 230 pounds and 3% body fat. I wish they would just say, like, hey, you'll get a nice pump at the gym and you'll be hyped up for a minute, but ain't gonna do nothing compared to this trim bologna sandwich, you know? But they can't say that because it's illegal. I mean, I don't actually care. I just... How much do you weigh? 178 pounds. You email companies back when they take too long. Sometimes. Should I get into data science, or should I start with something like web dev? What do you like more? You like data? You like doing science? I'd probably do it. If I make daily videos on YouTube without worrying about anything else, I mean just focusing on creating good content, is that enough? No. I mean, you can have great content. You can have amazing content. You can have the best content, but is your thumbnail good? Are people going to click? Is your video showing up when I type in your channel name? Are you cross-posting it? Are you posting it on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram? Making good content isn't enough. Just thinking and believing that things will happen is not enough. You gotta do all the work you can do. SEO is key, only to a certain point. You can come up in the search results, but it doesn't matter if people aren't going to click. People see you in their searches, or it's like when you're scrolling through Instagram. You know, you're scrolling through Instagram. People see your post, but they just keep scrolling. Same thing happens. Same thing happens on YouTube. Your video is in that list of videos when people search. But people don't click on yours; they click on somebody else's. Why? You gotta figure out why. Your thumbnails are funny. My thumbnails are ridiculous. Is clickbaiting justified? If you diffuse the clickbait right away, then maybe. Otherwise, it's just to get clicks, and then people are going to leave anyways. People are going to watch the first few seconds and be like, this isn't what I clicked, bye. See you later. You can make a clickbait thing, and then right when the video starts, you diffuse the clickbait. Be like, oh, hi, like, it was just a joke. The title was this or that. Firecracker. Like, you guys liked it? I think I'm feeling pretty cozy. Like, if you clickbait and you're just like, you don't care, people are gonna know. Do you get watch time from the streams? Maybe, I don't know. Thanks for the cozy coding background. Well, I'm happy that you're here. I'm feeling. Don't sit too close to the fire. I know. I got my. Gotta leave room. Thumbnails are often overlooked. Thumbnail is the bottleneck. You can have the best video on the other side, but if no one opens it, like it's like, you know, no one pops it open, gives it a little taste, you know, pops the bottle cap, tries it out, they won't know. You gotta. Marketing is everything. Same thing with anything, like apps on the game dev store, apps on the app store. Like you need go look at like all the stuff that has the most downloads on the app store, and it's all like Bumble Beach, whatever the game is. They're all cartoon faces that are like screaming, like all the top downloaded stuff. Boom Beach, that's what it is. You gotta have the Clash of Clans, whatever. Your latest content made me laugh lately. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate that. $2. You have experience using AngelList? That's how I found my first startup job. I'm more interested in video title than the thumbnail. Sometimes you can play off of each other. You can have a thumbnail with text on the picture, and then you can have a title to play off of that text in the picture. But it doesn't work very well. Sites to create thumbnails. Yeah, don't do that. That's low effort. Just learn how to make your own thumbnail from scratch. Don't look for the easy way out. Just do it in Photoshop. Do it in GIMP. Do it in Paint. Don't look for, like, you could go to Canva. Canva will do it if that's what you're looking for, but it's gonna be a very stock photo looking thumbnail. How much of an impact do you think down economy will have on Instagram influencers and vloggers? I think that a down economy for Instagram influencers and vloggers, I think they're going to be like, hey, while the economy is down, do you want to learn this? And then they'll start selling you that. That way, the next time the economy goes down, you won't be affected. Right? Right. So anything to do with education or learning is going to be up in a down economy, because people that are getting screwed in the down economy are usually the people that have some skill that's replaceable or something like that. right? The economy goes down. So a bunch of people come out of the woodworks to take advantage of that. And they're like, oh, by the way, why don't you learn this skill so next time you won't be affected? That's how it works. Every time there's like crap economy, education goes through the roof because people are like, oh, I just need a better degree or a bigger degree or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That'll prevent me from getting unemployed. Maybe I have to level up. You'll see a lot of like Udemy will go through the roof. So I imagine a bunch of influencers will start selling courses. Some people hang paintings on their wall. Josh went with glasses. That's facts. How can I disappoint a Scandinavian hairdresser? Does a, I don't know. Don't have hair, maybe? Yeah, universities love those down economies. They make so much money. Have you ever been bullied in school? How did you cope? Yes. I won the fight. My dad's like, just make sure you win. He's like, if you're getting bullied, you know, and you know you're in the right, just make sure you win. I won't be mad. That's how it goes. And then they want to be your friend. But this is back in like, you know, 1999. Like when you get like what if it's a bunch of people verbally abusing you, like chipping away at my emotions? Yeah, I mean, if they're like verbally abusing you, just ignore them. But if they're like, you know, physically shoving you against the lockers or something, I'm not going to advocate swinging. I'm just saying that's what I would do. What's a way of dealing with a friend who always complains? I don't know. Ask him if he feels any better. That's a good way to get complainers to be quiet. That's like it's not very nice. It's not really nice at all. But when complainers are complaining, just be like, "Do you feel better now?" And watch them be like, "You're a dick. You never listen. Do you feel better now?" I mean, I don't know if I can ignore them. Dude, you have a choice to ignore them. I don't have any other friends. That's fine. I didn't have a whole lot of friends. You don't just ignore them, man. Like, why do you want to be? Why you say I don't have other friends? Like you want them to be your friends. You don't want people to be your friends that are making fun of you. What is that? Some people feel better when they talking about the problem, and complaining is different. People complaining just to whine and moan about things is different than trying to have a conversation about the problem. Where are the dogs? They're in the back. How are you, chat? How are you guys? You guys ask me a lot of questions. I try to get to everybody, but how are you? $300 of us. I know. I don't know why there's so many people here, but I appreciate it. I'm sure not everyone agrees with me, but I just try to be as real as possible. Hey Josh, were you a fluke? Coincidentally, I was. I was an unplanned baby. That's kind of a meme. Trying to figure out how to make good thumbnails. Okay, yeah. So don't put anything in the top right or the bottom right. Bottom right has the watch time. Well, the bottom bar has watch time, and then the bottom right has the time of the video, and the upper part has the watch later. I'm only here because I got some indentation error. Oof. Do you think it's better to do programming exercises from various sources or hop on projects and learn in route? Yeah, do projects and learn in route. Do the... Make lots of different projects. That's what I would do. Go play... Okay. Is YouTube trying to compete with Twitch? No. YouTube is drastically inferior compared to Twitch. 100%. I love seeing LinkedIn urgently hiring. Oh, that's the best. They're all like, I need someone today. Yeah, we know you want your money today. Resell hosting or get clients to set up their own. You set up their hosting and charge them monthly for the privilege. Twitch is way better. The problem is I can't make a video that will get 300,000 views that will convert 300,000 people to Twitch. It just doesn't, like, it's not a one-to-one conversion. If I make a video that says, hey guys, please go follow me on Twitch. Number one, that's a pointless video. Number two, it's going to get like 2,000 views. And of those 2,000 views, maybe 20 people go follow me on Twitch. So you can't convert the audience in one way like that. It's very hard to do. I should have done it from day one. That was my mistake. Do you think Twitch is about to pop? No. I think Mixer's just going to keep buying off the top streamers probably. By the way, how to download the roadmap. I wasn't able to do it even from different accounts. You should be able to do it. Just don't click like the pay button. Just put it in the cart and then go from there. Imagine if they added like one of those screaming faces. Yeah, that'd be so done. Why is Mixer so rich? Because it's owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft's got lots of money. Did your parents name you Fluke because of that? Nope. Do you ever get demonetized? I try my best to not. I play with the line, but I try not to cross the demonetization line. It's kind of a creative challenge. Like, I know what will get demonetized and what won't. But it's kind of fun to figure out ways to say things that I know would get demonetized if I said it this way, but it wouldn't if I said this and you guys figure out the rest. It's kind of a creative challenge. It's easy to just curse all the time, you know, and be like this and that, but it's a lot more fun when you can change the way you say something that makes people think about it rather than just getting demonetized. I don't know. I don't mind. Twitch has Amazon's backing. Yeah, but Twitch has more people, but the problem is those people are only on like 30 channels across Twitch. Did you ever want to do engineering? I did engineering. Coding Journey, what's up, dude? If you were a new in real life streamer, would you pick Mixer over Twitch? I don't know. A Mixer is pretty... You're not allowed to say the words cam girl on Mixer. You'll get demonetized. So if you can't say that word, that's not even that bad. What else are they going to demonetize you for? Imagine if you're an in real life streamer and someone comes by and starts screaming a bunch of stuff. Are they going to just ban you with no context? Fix your focus, dude. I don't have autofocus system. Flukenauts. I think we're Fluke loopers instead. Data science profession makes a lot of money. Do electrical engineering. They will teach you basic coding. And then why even do electrical engineering? Why not just go straight into coding? Why do corporate engineering jobs, why are they terrible? Yeah, I mean, that's just a bunch of good old boys culture, I guess. Most engineering jobs are good old boy. 458 people. Well, I'm glad that you're here. This is interesting. I've never had this many people here. Holy moly. Let me zoom in a little bit. Can't tell if this is a view bot or not. Can't tell. What company do you think is the best for software engineering? What do you want? Do you want more money? Do you want... Well, where do you want to live? I don't know. Companies provide more than just that. Closer. The fire. I guess the fire made it more comfortable. I don't understand what is going on, but we're having a cozy stream. Any person who really inspires you, dude. So many people. Like Matt Diavella is really good. That's the first time over 400 viewers, right? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Your stream was on my front page. Never saw it before. Well, glad to have you. Hope you're here. Are you vibing right now? I mean, I think so. Are you? We did have some jazz, but it turned off. Let me go back here. Back to the jazz. Oh no! That's too much. Here we go. Having a cozy fireside chat. I like when you look into the camera. Well, did you do a stream in your backyard? I tried to. My Wi-Fi is not good enough. Very vibing, thanks. Spotify, this is epidemic sound. Josh, why do you not have hot chocolate in your hand right now? It has calories, and I don't do any like intermittent fasting, right? So I don't have any calories before like 2 o'clock. Have you played Modern Warfare? Laser tag, is that what you mean? Have you played Call of Claymore? Call of 7, what is it, the 725 shotgun from across the map? Duty, that's what that is. Businesses DMs and telling them if they're interested in websites, what's a good direction to take the conversation if they say they're interested? I mean, you start offering, well, you would tell them what they're missing and what you can offer to bring them more money. Maybe it was the Russian bot. I don't know. Sometimes I get a Russian bot that bots my stream, and then it emails me afterwards. He's like, hello, have best stream program. You want to buy the best. And then I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want your stream botter. I'm good. But we put you front page. No, I'm good. Okay, one more time. Like, always blaming Russians. I mean, like, I'm just saying. I always get an email. He's like, are you happy? You for a front page? And I'm like, no, I don't want fake front page. See, look, 100 people just dropped off, just like that. You sound like every single one of my Russian relatives when they speak English. Yeah, I know. I lived on the Russian border. All of my classmates were Russian that had to speak English for class, so that's, had my moments. Do people ask you for jobs? Yeah, I posted on LinkedIn. I posted on LinkedIn my last video, and people are like, hey, by the way, I'm looking for a job. Look at this. Let me show you. Do you put your right shoe or left shoe? Right shoe. Look at this. So, all right, let me ask you a question, chat. How do you feel about these, like, every other day streams? One day is a video, one day is a stream, one day is a video, one day is a stream. I kind of like this schedule. One stream and one video was just too much. And it like, saturated the algorithm. Like, there wasn't enough time in the day for everyone to watch my video, and there wasn't enough time in the day for everyone to, like, come to the stream. Couldn't do both. So I posted this. Am I banned? Oh, okay, good. Look. I posted this on LinkedIn. I said, Josh Fluke, CEO of Facebook, here. I said, anyone looking for a job, let me know. I happen to have come into positions of power recently. This platform is a joke. I showed this earlier in the stream, but right here, scroll down a little bit. This guy, Roland, interested. Samuel, did you turn down positions of Amazon and Netflix? Interested for UI developer. Yes, I'm looking for a job in digital marketing. Like, did you even read the post? Interested in data analytics. Like, did you read? What else? Yes, interested. Interested. Am looking for job. Interested. How many comments does it have? Holy crap. Interested. Interested. Looking for a developer position. Interested. Interested. This guy tagged some guy without tagging him. Boomer. Like that feel when you forget the @ symbol and don't actually tag your friend. This is like something my grandpa would do. He would type in like what he's searching on Google in his Facebook status and hit post. This reminds me of what this guy did. Anyways, actively looking for a job. Who else we got in here? Interested in networking and cyber. Like, did you even look at the post? This platform is a joke. Hashtag layoff. Is interesting. Interested. I was able to talk to Jim Gaffigan in person easier than getting a question answered. Matt, there's a thing with YouTube Live that sometimes when you type something and you see it posted, it doesn't get posted. This is the first time I saw your name, Matt. Who tags hashtag layoff? You'd have to be a real piece of work. Take advantage of that. Do you believe we live in a simulation? I can't prove it, so it doesn't really matter what I believe. If I send you a funny LinkedIn post, are you going to leave me on red? Why do you need my reaction? Some of them are pretty good, to be honest. What is your normal eating window for intermittent fasting? Try to do 5 to 8 hour window depending. I do like a 5 hour. So I'm not going to eat until 2 o'clock. When it's 2 o'clock, I'll probably just have an apple and some peanut butter. And then maybe I'll eat again at like 5 or 6. Josh owns crypto. I have some. I have a little bit, yeah. How much Chainlink? No Chainlink. Mostly Ethereum, little Bitcoin. Some Tron. Some salt. I've never seen Mr. Robot. Is it good? Everyone says I'm Mr. Robot or whatever. IF and keto. I don't do both. Stellar or Lumen? No, I don't have any of those. I don't know. I'd have to look at the cryptocurrencies. Let me look. I don't even remember. I have so many. 20% hike yesterday. Yeah, it's 20% hike yesterday, and like, I don't know. It's just so up and down. Oof. Some of that Ethereum is up. Ooh, I like the look at that. All right, look. This is what I have. Let me figure it out here. I have some Tron. Tron is up 1%. Woohoo. Stellar. I don't really have any Stellar. Litecoin. I have some of that, but not really. Tether is a scam. I don't even know how this exists. Ethereum, I have that. Chainlink. By the time you figured out something in crypto is up or down, it's too late. That's the problem. Once you've when you see a crypto go up 100%, it's done, dude. Don't do it. You're out. You missed the pump and dump. Maker. I don't think I have any Maker. I have some basic attention tokens up 5%. Oof, that's nice. I think I have some Quantum. Oh, I have some 0x here. Got some of that. What else do I got? A little bit of Nano. I don't remember. I don't check it that much. I think I have a little Verge. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here. Ethereum. That's nice. Remember when Ethereum was like, I think it was like $800 at one point? Oh my goodness. Libra. Oh god. People hate Libra. Any jobs for me at Google? Yeah. Do you have 11 years React experience minimum for junior dev? That's what I'm looking for. Why are there so many cryptocurrencies? Yeah, see, this is why blockchain is good, but crypto comes and goes. You need a really good reason to not use cash. Crypto is up and down all the time. They appear one day and they're gone the next, and blockchain is good. I remember the CTO of Reddit actually said that Ethereum was gonna hit $15,000 each. Hi, Sundar Pichai. He says hello. Blockchain, not Bitcoin, is the boomer mantra. Okay. You know why there's all these Forex traders trying to contact you? Yeah, because they want your money because they don't have any money. And that's why they need your money. You have to pay tax on income from cryptocurrencies. Yes. You have to pay taxes on every profitable trade, actually. So if you have a bot, if you have a trading bot for cryptocurrencies and you're trading and you make profit on each one of those trades, you got to pay taxes at the time of that trade. Those people are in for when they cash out. If you're in the United States, that is. So there's a lot of people that use trading bots that are like, I made $1,500 with a trade. Well, how many trades did you make? Like 700 trades. Okay, well, you gotta pay taxes on 700 individual profitable transactions now, my dude. You have fun with that. What if you never cash out? You still gotta pay tax on the profit that you made. However, there is long-term gains. And if you buy stuff with crypto, that's essentially cashing out. But there's long-term gains, long-term investor gains, and short-term investor gains. Short-term investor capital gains is 30%. If you hold longer than a year, it's 15% when you cash out. Some brokers do all that for you. It's called a 1099B. I mean, a broker can do it for you, but you still have to go in there and you have to find 800 taxable transactions and track those down at the time of when it happened and how much you made at each transaction, even if you made like a penny. Oh, it's so much. Whenever you cash out, whenever you cash out, you have to pay taxes on each one of those trades. If you can program in a language and get the basics, would you feasibly need to be able to learn whatever you need? Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I don't think specific languages are important unless you want a specific job role at a specific company doing one thing because you like the syntax of that language. I don't actually care. For me, it's whatever gets the job done. I'll learn the syntax because I don't care about the syntax. I don't care about the code. I mean, I care about the code, but like, I care about the project, the end goal, the problem that we're solving with what this software is for. But that's just me. Look into Chainlink. It's the only worthwhile crypto. Okay, please take your shill somewhere else. You know how many times I've seen invest into this? It's the only worthwhile crypto. Literally every crypto has their own shill. This is the only one worthwhile. Stop shilling, shill. Boomer. Okay. Dude, it's not whenever you cash out. It's whenever you make a profit. Assuming when you cash out, you pay on those profits. If you cash out and you lost a bunch of money, that sucks. Boomer coin. Someone should make that. Did I miss anything? Have you ever been camping? Of course. Where did you learn all that info about crypto? I used to have like a little crypto business with my friend. I used to have a crypto YouTube channel with my friend when it was popping off back in the day. How much for Bitcoin when you bought it? It was more than it is now. I did it when it was all hype. I did it like, I remember I bought like an Ethereum at like $1,200. The dumbest thing I ever did. Now it's $190. Two numbers, just add up the entire year's cost basis and sales. I suppose if you have that paperwork and you can find all that, then if you're using like multiple sites, maybe. Okay, so it's really easy to get into crypto, and it's really easy to mess things up. Was your crypto business about mining? No, I mean, it wasn't. It was just like to raise awareness, basically. It was just to talk about what coins are good, what coins looked good, and what they were using it for. It's just more like a news thing, like a news about crypto. It wasn't anything like that. I've failed so many businesses before. I've tried so many different stupid things. YouTube was the only thing that ever held up. I almost got on the Bitcoin train. It was like 600. Dude, we all almost got on the Bitcoin train when it was like $20. This is stupid. Why would people pay for that? We're dumb. Do you have any debt from Finland University? No. Finland University is free. Do you remember cryptocurrency news? Yeah, I remember all the crypto memers that were always pushing their BitConnect. Cryptocurrencies are more like crypto stocks, except they can be manipulated on such a basis that will just, it's just so up and down. That's what gets people, right? Oh, 20% overnight. Wow. It's whereas on the stock market, it doesn't happen that often. 5% in a day. Wow. That's like, nothing. It's just so risky for people that don't know what they're doing with their money that people end up putting way more money than they actually have to spend. Oh, this is just $1,000. I don't care if I lose it. No, bro, you don't have $1,000 to lose. No, I do. 20% overnight, bro. Trust me. Like, there's always successful traders, but a majority of us don't know what we're doing. And we don't know how to tell the different people. You know what I mean? We don't know how to... Most of us people that aren't into trading, but see the advantages of trading, we don't understand how to tell the difference between what traders are selling us good stuff and what traders are not selling us good stuff. If some trader wants to sell his program on how to trade, are you legit? Are you gonna, like... What are you doing? It's too risky for me. It's something that I don't have enough time to really get good at. What's Finland's tax rate on income? Like half. You make $1 million. Hey, we're gonna need half of that. Good luck. No thanks. Bye. I don't sell crap. I don't trust any of those programs. Exactly, right? But how else are we supposed to learn? A lot of us don't want to spend the time and go through the grind. They want to buy a program that teaches them what to do, and it's just... Let me know if you visit Hawaii. I'll be your tour guide. That sounds super dope. That's why college is free? Yeah, I know. It's free for the students. It's not free for the workers. Oops. It's a long stream. That's why you leverage it. You go to school for free and then peace out. But I got a text from the honeys. Please hold. The drop was so ASMR. Yeah, oops. I never wanted to get a normal job. It was make money or die. I learned how to make money. Exactly, right? I know that feel, but for me it was like learn how to do YouTube or die because I like film and stuff. I'm not particularly passionate. Who's the lucky guy? Is my dad. Without an S corp, the short-term capital gains can suck. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You get taxed that much here too if you make that much money when you invest it and they don't tax. No, see, I think the max capital or I think the max income tax here is like 39%. It's not. I think the max. Let's look it up. Let's do this by data. Super chat for 5. Thanks for hanging out and answering questions. Peace out. Have a good day, HR. Thank you for the 5. Enjoy your HR meetings. Appreciate you. Let's look. If you make $76,000, it's a 31%. Oh, okay, sorry. $76,000 and up is 31%. Jeez. I feel like I've looked at this and it was like 61%. Okay, personal income tax rate in Finland is expected to be 51.60% by the end of this quarter. That sounds more correct. Yeah, 51.6% personal tax rate, reaching an all-time high of 62.20% in 1995. You guys like the music? It's like a 1980s adult video. Where's the US? Not on here. Hold on, let me bring you into what we're looking at. Starting to get cold here. Dude, I just want some snow so that I can complain about how I wish it was warm again and I can ride my motorcycle. 37%. Oof. 39, yeah, see 39.6% is like the max. Singapore, ooh, that's why all the rich people in Singapore. 13% in Russia. Yeah, but imagine making money in Russia. Japan. Oof. Cameron, what's up, man? I don't know. This has been a really long stream. 3.5 hours. It's 11:50. I gotta go do some back at the gym. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're here, just maybe hit thumbs up before you head out. And then I'll see you again. What is today? I'll see you on Thursday for the live stream. Let me hit you with some Keanu's before we go. Almost out of voice. My voice hurts. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I'm surprised the dogs haven't bothered you. The back door is open. Just keep it open so they go out. Okay. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm not sure what it is yet, but thanks for being here. I'll see you later.